The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Before we get started, we'd like to take a moment of silence to remember all those who were lost in the line of duty. We'd also like to specifically remember Phillipsburg Detective Sergeant Brett Marino.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're live here at the Phillipsburg. What do we call this studio again, Mo? The Tactical Financial Studios.
Well, it depends.
Right?
What do you call it? Or wait, what's its official name? What do you call it? Or what does Fredericks call it?
Well, we're doing our first ever local Phillipsburg pod, and people don't know about other characters from other shows. So it is the
Tactical Financial Studios from lovely downtown Phillipsburg,
New Jersey. Right, correct. So they have the naming rights. I feel like the camera angle that you have of me, because I have a little bit of a poofy hair, you're not capturing the fullness. Like you got to go up a little bit with the camera.
Do you want it up a little bit more?
Just a little bit more. Okay. I don't mean to do your job, but yeah, I like that better.
You like that a little bit better?
So we're here at the Tactical Financial Studios in lovely downtown Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
See, now I went higher because I wanted to catch the hat, but you don't want me to catch the hat. Okay, I got you, bro.
Yeah. So this is the inaugural. Oh, you mean? Oh, I see what you're
saying.
Too bad. So you're saying you can't frame it out where you get the Phillipsburg hat and the liner.
It's too late now. It's too late.
So I have with me to my left, the viewing audience is right, I believe, Dawn Conklin. I am Michael Burke, by the way. And this is the inaugural, the first, right, ever Phillipsburg pod for Phillipsburg by Phillipsburg.
Yes.
You're a local Phillipsburg resident.
Yes, I am.
I own a business in town. This podcast is to highlight the good in Phillipsburg. I mean, we might get on a controversial subject once in a while. Not for the inaugural, though.
Yeah, no.
This one is going to be puppies, unicorns, beautiful skies, green clovers, blue diamonds, like Lucky Charms.
Yeah, look at the squirrel.
Podcast. Look at the squirrel, right.
We don't have that video uploaded.
We don't have that up for this one? Okay, good. Okay. So what we're going to do here on the Phillipsburg pod is, you know what? Why describe all the different things we're going to do? Why don't we jump into the show, right?
Start going.
Yeah. And then we jump into the show, and then people will see what we're going to offer here. And then we have phone lines, right? We have phone lines, 908-926-4010. If you're going to call in, please do not call in from the device that you're streaming or watching it from. In other words, if you're a Phillipsburg resident and you're watching this at home on your laptop, certainly use your phone to call into the show. If you're watching it on your phone, do not call into the show on your phone because it's not going to work. You can't hear yourself and be on the thing at the same time because there's a delay and it just messes everything up.
Correct.
Yeah, and we're going without a net here, right?
You think?
Because the phone lines are open and we don't screen our calls.
No.
So we'll just take anybody who calls in. We'll take them and we'll meet energy with energy.
Oh,
right.
Oh, yeah.
Energy with energy.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call in and talk about a topic, we'll talk about a topic. I don't care. I'm not shy. So our first segment, if you will, is called Phillipsburg's Finest, PH Finest, like the Philly Fanatic. Stole it from them. Stole it from Phillipsburg.
Borrowed.
Phillipsburg's Finest. So the first ever Phillipsburg's Finest is going to be Alex Ibarra. Say it for me, Alex.
Alex Ibarra.
Alex Ibarra is our first ever Phillipsburg Finest. And it's not an award, but it's the first one we're honoring.
Well, how do you have somebody and you don't have an award for him?
It's not really an award. Well, how do I have somebody and you don't hit the clap button when we say he's Phillipsburg?
I mean,
Finest?
no, that's you know what? That's
that money.
That's actually a good point. You're right. I apologize. Say it again.
Alex Ibarra.
There you go. See? All right. I'm better.
All right.
Now.
So let me
what you get for free work.
So what I like to do when we do podcasts is I don't like to dive too deep in on the guests as far as all of their accomplishments or stuff like that. I just take little things and I like to learn about the guest, Dawn, when the guest is on. Yeah. Because then it sparks creativity and I have questions in my mind and it makes me want to ask questions.
Well,
so
it's better that way.
I do know that you moved here in 2021.
That's correct.
Is that right? Okay, where from?
Hudson County.
Hudson County?
Yes.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Where in Hudson County?
Bayonne.
Oh,
if she from ever hear this saying? If she from Bayonne, leave her
alone.
alone. Right? If she from Avenue C,
Bay 1.
don't look at thee. I don't know how what the other one is. But all right, so I grew up in Union City. Well, I
Very
moved there
cool.
when I was 5. But I'm a Hudson County guy through and through. Phillipsburg reminds me a lot of Union City, where I grew up. Tough, blue collar town, supports law enforcement, military. Football is big there, like it is here. Not wrestling, but football. The Union City Screaming Eagles. Phillipsburg does play them sometimes. So 2021, you move here, right? And then boom, you get involved in a town right away, right?
2022, 23.
You join the
Phillipsburg Farmers Market.
Farmers Market, which is right across the street, by the way.
It is right across the street.
It's right across the street. It's a little smaller than it used to be, but that could be for a lot of reasons. But I'm going to let you talk about the Phillipsburg Farmers Market first.
So I started with the Phillipsburg Farmers Market by teaching kids how to rollerblade. So I would bring out a bunch of rollerblades and pads and just open it up for families to bring their kids and start.
Because nothing says farmers like rollerblades. I get it. I understand. I see the correlation. Go ahead.
We had to do something cool.
Yeah, it is. Get the kids involved.
Yeah.
Right.
So we did that for a while. And then from there, it kind of, built up. I started doing other things, music stuff, art stuff, a lot of events.
Right.
And as much as I could do, anything to volunteer to help the community grow.
What was you also the Urban Enterprise Zone? You volunteered for that originally,
I did
right?
volunteer for that in the very beginning.
Right. That's important for the town.
Yeah, I volunteered for that in the very beginning. And then recently, about a year ago, I finally got an actual position with the UEZ.
A year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Okay. And how do you get that position?
Just working hard and getting things done, and it's nothing.
But I mean,
different.
is the Urban Enterprise Zone funded by the town, or who pays you?
The town cuts me a check.
Okay, so then there must have been some sort of like somebody. Is that a mayor's appointee, or is it a mayor's appointee plus vote of the council?
The councilman voted me in on it.
Oh, nice. So that's 3 Republicans, 2 Democrats. So it was a nice.
All 5 of them.
It was a nice bipartisan partisan. Which one is it?
Bipartisan, you want?
Bipartisan,
Yes.
meaning all came together. Politics were not involved. You were the right guy for the job. Okay, cool. All right. So now you're on the UEZ, so you get a little paid for that, right? But you were volunteering before that, and then you own a few businesses in town. Tell us about those.
So I have something called Hudson and Main Phillipsburg,
Right.
which is 163 South Main Street.
Okay, it's right up the block from us,
It's
right?
right up the block.
Okay.
And we do like open mics out of there, host some events.
A communal space almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the winter time, we were using it as the farmers market,
Okay.
just so we kept the flow going.
Right.
And I have a commissary kitchen in the back that I open up to people from the town. And
Is there a charge for that?
there is a small charge, not as much as regularly.
Right. Like enough to cover your nut, not to make a profit.
Yeah.
So that's another thing you're giving back, and saving people in town money, so then they can go out and do the stuff they want to do in the community.
Exactly.
Okay.
It helps us out at the farmers market to be able to have vendors. And then if they want to go and do other events or anything else, they have a kitchen that is legal, it's certified.
Right.
And it works.
Legal and certified is good. That's always good,
Yes.
especially with food.
Yes, especially when food.
Because a lot of people have a lot of good ideas and they want to do good things, but there's certain rules you still have to follow when you're dealing with food and serving food and cleanliness and stuff like that. And then what about I looked something up online. I tried to do a little research. The Phillipsburg Art Association. That's you, right?
That is me. That's another project. So one of the spaces at 163, we used to do art shows out of it as well.
Okay.
But it kind of got a little bit bigger, so we needed to grow. And
Right.
I rented 140 South Main Street,
Okay.
and we've been using that.
Is that attached to 163 or is that a little further away?
It's right across the street.
Oh, on the other side, right?
On the other side.
Got it. Okay.
And the whole summer we did classes with the kids.
Is that pay to do that, or is that free?
It's a mixture. It
Right.
depends on
Okay.
what people can afford, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
But
That's
it's
cool.
not profitable, if that was the
Yeah.
question.
Well, no, because I do charity work in town too, and sometimes when we're doing things, it's hard to how do you figure out like who to charge and who not to charge, but really most times it kind of just works itself out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Some people will give you a couple of dollars, some can't afford it, and then at the end of the day, what you're saying is it really doesn't matter. You're not doing it for a profit. Any couple of dollars that you take in though can be used to then make it free for more people. So it's always good to do that. So the Phillipsburg Arts Association, is that like that a registered business as well?
Yeah.
So it's not a charity.
It's not a charity.
It's a business, but you're doing charity. You're giving back.
Yes.
So it's a for-profit business, but it's also for the people, and you're doing humanitarian things for people.
Yeah, we open it up for anybody.
Okay.
If people need to do an event and they don't have enough to get a regular hole, we do our best to work with them.
Okay. Do you have a website for that?
Phillipsburg Arts Association .com.
All right. So Dawn, what she'll do is on the Facebook pages, she'll type in the link so people can click on it. You wouldn't technically be taking a donation if someone wanted to send some money in, though. It's no different than like the empanada store right up the street. They have that cool thing, and I love their empanadas. They have that cool thing there where they have like a community board. So like you can go in and donate $30, and let's just say that $30, they'll make a $5 meal, whatever that might be. Then they'll put 6 coupons up on their board. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were. So this is similar to that. And then somebody can walk in, no judgment, just take a coupon off of the thing and hand it to them, and then they get a meal. So it's kind of like, that's how I'm trying to like maybe explain how someone can give you money. It's not technically a donation that you could write off, but it will be used to help the kids for the arts and any other programs or any other thing that you're running. Because even if you're doing like an open mic and stuff like that, and you're not charging a lot of money, you still got to keep the lights on. It's a winter time, you got to have heat. If it's a summertime, you need AC. You know what I mean? You want to put waters out for people, whatever it might be. Everything adds up. I know that from running a charity myself. So it's good that you're doing that. What else? What else you got going on in town, or what other things you want to do? Anything you want to talk about, or?
We do the farmers market. We have
Right.
one more before the year's over.
Right.
And then starting in January, we'll go into 140 instead of 163.
Right.
And do the winter market out of there this year.
So there, like it's Phillipsburg. We're live on both of those Phillipsburg pages right now. What's going on in Phillipsburg and what's really going on in Phillipsburg? I want to thank both admins for those pages, for allowing us to go and trusting us to go live in there, because this show is important, but it has to reach the people, right? And those 2 pages have, between the 2 of them, like 20, 25,000 people. That's more residents than are in Phillipsburg, I believe, right? We're only a 3 square mile town. You trying to see the diplomatic way. People online on Facebook, and online is a beautiful thing sometimes, and sometimes it's kind of crappy. They're always nitpicking and looking for negative things to say, but there's a lot of positive too. This is relatively smaller, the farmers market on Riverwalk, than it was when it was up there
At Chappelle Park.
Why is that, do you think? Do you have an insight on that? Because I did have a little bit of an argument with somebody who, when I was coming here, and I live up in Pennsylvania, and when I come here, I come down Easton, and I go across the Free Bridge. So I see the farmers market like I saw today. It's like 10 tents up there, 12 tents. They're like, oh, look at that place, 3 tents, what a joke. And I'm like, you must have different count. You must have dyslexia or whatever arithmetic problems you have. I saw like 10 or 12 tents. Granted, not as big as it was before, but are there plans to, because you know what this, everything is always, oh, look at the other side of the river. Stop looking at the other side of the river. Worry about
what's on the other side.
Easton. And, all these big things, but these things take time. So are there plans to try to expand and make the farmers market bigger? Because even Pork Roll Palooza, which we were just at, and we have a segment coming up. It was nice up by, what park is that again?
That was Chappelle Park.
Chappelle Park, but it was bigger years ago when it was down here, and because I went to it years ago when it was down here. It was like 3 rows of tents, but it was nice. It's nice up there. It's the second year, I think, up there. But what are the plans? Because you're on the urban enterprise zone and you're on a lot of different things. You're involved with the farmers market. Is there a way to attract more people to come to like the farmers market and stuff like that, or get more vendors, then more vendors and equal more people? Is there anything in the works?
So I just want to start by saying it's the end of our season.
Right.
So a lot of the people that were coming here are running out of stuff.
Right.
It's getting colder
Fair
out.
enough. Yep.
That's going to be my excuse right now.
Right.
But we moved it over because it's beautiful down here.
Yes.
The bridge looks amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parking. We're hoping that anybody that does park here that's going wherever they're going across the bridge will end up walking through our area as well.
So they're going to park here to go do something in Easton. They got to park in this lot and they walk over there, which a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense if you're going to the circle or anywhere, there's no parking over there to park here and go there. I mean, I wish there was something different than a parking lot here. They've tried a few times and hopefully that's something. I'd love to look out my window and see like a Ferris wheel or something.
That would be amazing.
My window, our podcast for people that don't know.
Ferris wheel? That's what you went.
Well, no, there was talk.
There was talk about that at one point.
There was
though.
talk about that. So if
Yeah,
people
like
don't
the
know.
eye.
Yeah, if people don't know, we're at 30 North Main Street. In case you want to come throw rocks at us or whatever, I don't know what people want to do, but we're at 30 North Main.
Well, if they were going to throw rocks, they were going to definitely do it today with
Right.
our
Yeah,
display
so,
out there.
So 30 North Main. I looked out my office windows. They face the Delaware, so I could see, I could see the hotel, the new hotel across the street, the Commodore, and everything on the eastern side and the river. It's nicer in the wintertime because there's no leaves. I can see more of the river. Prettier in the summertime, but we have a nice view of Easton, and this area is coming. I feel it's on its way back up. There are a lot of cool stores right up the street. The empanada store, the salvage sip. There's a head shop right across the street for people that visit the weed store, the dispensary.
Rappion's a good one. I eat
Right.
there
Yes.
twice
Yeah.
a week.
They've donated to us in the past, and I've eaten there a few times too. Good food. What else is over there? There's a haircut place right when you come over.
Yep.
The bridge, like you'd run into it if you come over the free
The
bridge.
barbecue spot over there
Yeah,
is good
barbecue.
too.
Oh no!
Brothers.
Okay, so Barbecue Brothers moved. They were in by Jimmy's Hot Dogs. Then they moved over to the Sandbar, and now they're back over by
Oh,
Jimmy's Hot
they're
Dogs
not here
again.
anymore. I
No,
didn't
they're
know
right,
that.
just right across the street, and they
Awesome.
just opened up a place in Bethlehem. Love those guys, the brothers. They're really good dudes.
La Bella Via.
They're very generous. Two brothers, young. It's good to see young people opening businesses and diving in and understanding that community is important. I've gone to them a few times. I try not to go to the well too much, but when I've gone there, they've either donated in food or monies a few times too. They've never said to me no ever. They're good guys. So I would tell people come down for Barbecue Boys and go to. It's right by Jimmy's Hot Dogs in the back where it used to be.
And
So,
the
yeah.
Sandbar also they're still using their kitchen. I think they're doing it under the Sandbar name.
Okay.
But they have food in there. I ate there the other day.
At the one back by Jimmy's?
No.
Oh, so they're still in,
Yeah, somebody I think they're doing it. It's
but not as the Barbecue Boys?
no, not as the Barbecue Boys, as their own thing.
Oh, so they're cooking in there and they're doing the Barbecue Boys and they got one in Bethlehem now too. So they're everywhere.
No, not the Barbecue
No, the
Boys.
Sandbar is using. the
Oh,
kitchen.
Sandbar's using the kitchen that used to be the Barbecue Boys. So the
Yep.
Sandbar's serving food again.
They're serving food.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Okay.
I
That's
had
good.
some chicken wings there the other
Right.
day, and they were delicious.
Okay.
Nice.
Because the beer is always cold and good, but it's always nice to have something
Chicken
else.
wings.
Yeah.
Wings.
Don't worry about about lunch.
Okay.
Most gears
All
are
right.
Yeah, you think-
I brought you a nice breakfast sandwich. I brought you some nice bagels.
you did.
I
You
did.
did.
Pork roll.
So don't worry about.
You did.
And it is pork roll. It's not Taylor ham.
Correct. Taylor
All right,
is the
so-
brand.
Absolutely.
So what? So is it pork roll or Taylor ham? You have to say pork roll. I mean,
Bro.
It's Taylor ham.
Oh, that's it.
Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. That's
How
what
dare
I
you
grew up
say
eating.
my
that?
I'm
God.
from Bayonne.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. He's from Bayonne.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't, next year, I dare you to wear a It's Taylor ham shirt at Pork Roll Palooza and see what happens. That's like Hatfield.
It
and
is.
McCoy's-
It is really sacrilege.
That's
honestly.
like Hatfields and McCoy's stuff right there.
It
That
is.
Pork Roll Taylor ham. People fight over that stuff.
Yeah, they-
All right. So what else? I don't want to. It's Saturday.
What
It's
else?
nice.
Well,
Nice out.
business wise, I think there's more businesses on the walk up. There's Lourdes with Around Again, which she has a lot of cool stuff in there.
Right.
There's Town Market. Sal does a really good job with having some stuff there for people.
Okay.
There's
Is that like the convenience store?
Yeah, they're really
Almost
nice.
like a bodega.
Really
yes.
nice
right?
family too.
Okay.
What else?
Are they
I'm probably
Spanish?
missing.
Oh, so that's not a bodega.
There you go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that they're a nice family. I'm like,
No,
where are you
no.
going with that? Like,
No.
jeez.
There's certain requirements that you have to meet to be a bodega. It looks bodega-ish looking from the outside, right?
It does.
Is that
it
the one
does.
with the ramp?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it looks like a bodega.
You gotta
Has a
sell the
feel of a
coffee with.
bodega.
You gotta sell the coffee with the steamed milk too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
100%.
canepas. Do you know what canepas
Oh,
are?
here we go.
Are those green balls?
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
yeah, finally.
he
I'm
knows.
so excited to have a guest that knows what canepas are. And then you peel them open, and it's that fibrous fruit. You suck on them, they
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
them in the brown paper bags. I grew up on those.
You
in Union City.
keep promising that you're gonna bring some
They're
in.
they're not in season right now. It's winter time. You gotta go to, and plus you have to go to the right kind of store for that. I can't walk into like Weiss, right, or like ShopRite and get canepas. They just don't have them there.
I bet you they do.
No, maybe Wegmans, because Wegmans has a good like import section. They're a little more expensive, but they have a lot of good like stuff from all over the place. You know, so
Maybe next week we'll actually get to try them.
Right?
maybe
Yeah,
maybe. Canepas for everybody. Oh, look, I unplugged my headphones, Mo. I hope
Oh, there it is. See?
Okay.
I got
Frederick.
excited about
Yeah.
Canepas.
All right. For those who don't know Fredericks, now you kind of do. Here he goes. Watch him.
Uh-oh.
Look at him.
All right, I got it. Let me see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sometimes you have technical difficulties. That would have been where you should put up technical difficulties.
Oh, we don't have that
All
graphic
right,
in here.
I can hear. Okay, good. We're good.
We'll
Yeah.
have to go.
All right. So what
We'll
about
upload it.
What about for you then? What about anything else? Anything in the can coming out soon? Something in the works, or that you got going on?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
And
Now would have been the time because I have you on the podcast.
Yes.
But maybe I'll give you a call next week.
well, the
and,
winter market. We're gonna do the winter market.
the winter market. Okay.
Yeah, starting in January. We'll release more information about it. There may be some stuff out already.
Oh,
Does-
what about the thing in the park that I loaned you guys out? Are you part of that?
Yes.
The winter. What's that called? Let me just do your work for you. Go ahead. What is
oh,
that called?
man.
It's
You're
called
putting me on
Winter
the spot.
something. It's called Winter. It's
Um,
not Winter Wonderland,
No, it's.
but
not.
they have like hot cocoa.
Well, we're gonna have the tree lighting.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh
the
man,
tree lighting.
Liz
Not
is
winter
gonna
in the
kill me
park
if
or
I don't
anything, is
remember
it?
what the name of this is.
Yeah,
Is there
I'll-
something in the park? Or am I thinking of the wrong?
That was
Oh,
a
that was
horror-
music in the park.
Okay.
Something in the park was that horror movie in the 70s, the slasher. The
Let's
caller is
see.
in the park.
It's inside
That's
the
where you should
house.
zoom in on my Michael Myers right here. on my
Oh,
desk.
here we go.
I'm not telling you how to do your job, but
Well, no, actually, you kind of are.
No,
take
but-
your
he
time,
never tells
Alex.
you to do
It's
his
only an
job, right?
hour show. We started a half hour late. Take your time. Let me know when you find out
Well,
what it is.
while he's doing that, does the farmers market have a website? Like, is there a web page dedicated for that?
I
Or
have a feeling the farmers market's going to be under UEZ or under
Yeah.
some other umbrella of page, right?
Yeah, we have social media and things like that, and we're working on getting a good UEZ website.
okay,
Right.
So that should be coming up.
Well, that's what this
pretty
is going to
soon.
be. That's why this, even though it's starting out monthly, I envision this being a bi-weekly program. But this is a program where people can tune into, and we can give them live updates on things that are going on or things that just happened. Like maybe people hear about the Pork Roll Palooza, but they've never been, and they see a picture or two. But when we do our report on Pork Roll Palooza, it's amazing what you can do if you buy a fake press pass. And just put a couple of letters on the microphone, just little sticker letters, and walk around with a microphone.
That's it.
People treat you totally different.
That's it.
Like I felt like I could have gotten to the White House if I wanted to. People talk to you. So what's the name of it?
Mistletoe Magic.
Okay, Mistletoe
Mistletoe.
Magic. Because each year, so we do our Winter Wonderland, which is coming up at the Early Childhood Learning Center. We have probably 50 different inflatable Christmas characters and stuff. So we loan them out to you guys to fill up Chappelle Park with all these different characters, and there's hot cocoa and like things for the kids to do, right?
Yeah, the Santa chair you let us use as well.
Right, Santa chair and all that stuff. And I think maybe I am hearing the Biker Grinch might be coming.
He may be
He may
coming.
be
He's
coming.
always
The
around.
Biker Grinch of Phillipsburg. You never know where you're going to find that guy or gal. We don't know.
You don't know,
You don't know.
but he's always around, and it definitely makes it look cool when he drives around.
Right.
Yeah,
And I just
love
bought
it.
a green lime green, or it's called Sublime Green Ram. And I have a feeling that that might be leading the Biker Grinch around with a speaker in the back of the truck playing Grinch songs. And who knows, maybe some
very,
other-
very low key, very subtle. I like
very
it.
subtle. I'm not sneaking up on nobody. I just now they can throw rocks at that now too. If I say something they don't like today, just look for the lime green limited edition. Only 1,700 of those are made.
I feel like your truck should have gone in the Halloween parade, though. It's a
Really?
Halloween,
Yeah.
it's a
Going
Halloween,
to
parade.
Halloween parade.
When is the
Yeah.
Halloween parade?
Sunday
Next
the 25th.
Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
next Sunday.
so later on in the show, when we do upcoming community events, we have a list of like 12 or 13 things we're going to put up there. We're going to go through them one by one to let people know of upcoming community events. All right, so winter
Winter Market, Mistletoe,
Mistletoe Madness. What's it
Mistletoe
called?
Magic.
Magic. All right. Now let me ask you this question: if there's some mistletoe magic going on, it's an obvious question I have to ask.
No,
right?
don't do
If
it.
there's mistletoe magic
Don't.
going on, who's sitting under the
Just
mistletoe?
go in there.
What?
I
Who's
know,
sitting under the
it's-
mistletoe? Not Danny Windsor.
100%.
Because that's not magic. I'm not getting kissed by that big. We did a Halloween party with him last night. He came as a pirate, but it was nothing out of the ordinary because he's a pirate. He's a friggin' leprechaun, an elf, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. I mean, I think he might be secretly, quietly, he might be a furry. I'm not sure. He loves costumes and getting dressed up. I'm not saying he's doing everything that comes with the furries, but he might be a furry. All right. Anything else?
Will you volunteer to be under the mistletoe this year?
Oh,
There
it is.
I know I look good with the beard and the new haircut and whatnot. I don't think my Julie would allow me to. And who the hell wants to kiss this ugly mug?
Nah,
Wait,
thank you. It's about time.
People kiss me, or I have to kiss them? If the mistletoe.
Well,
Which
if you're under the
am
mistletoe,
I the mistletoe-y or the mistletoe?
you are the one. If you're under the mistletoe, you're the one being kissed.
Yes.
I'm the one being. So I have no
Yes.
control over who's going to kiss me.
You have no control
No,
over who's
that can
going.
go. That can go bad.
We're
really
bringing
fast.
high pitch
That
Eric.
could go bad. I will bring high pitch Eric from the Howard Stern show and have him walk around with a mistletoe on his head, over his head, kissing people, and he'll do more than that. He's
No,
a maniac.
all right.
Kids show.
Yeah,
Sorry,
kid,
okay, right, sorry,
kid
I
show.
forget.
There you go.
If people don't know, the Blue Podcast Network, which is the only podcast studio and network in the Phillipsburg and surrounding area, besides this inaugural show here of the P-Burg Pod, we have about 9 or 10 other shows in our stable. We have a cigar show. We have a show by nurses, for nurses, by nurses, talking about nursing stuff. We have my show, Uncensored with Mike the Cop, which is basically a Z Morning Zoo. Nothing is safe. We talk about whatever we want, however we want, whenever we want. We have another show called the Blue Room Podcast, which is a more serious one where we've done interviews with Joe Pistone, who was Donnie Brasco.
Okay.
All right. Members of what's Holman's first name? I always say Mike.
Sacrilege.
I always say Mike, and I get it wrong, so I know I have
Tom
to remember.
Holman.
Tom Holman, a director of Homeland Security and ICE. We've had him in
You
studio.
interviewed Congressman Clay Higgins.
Congressman
Ted
we've had
Nugent.
on. Ted Nugent, the guitar player, Cat Scratch Fever, Ted Nugent. We've had the head of the president of the PBA. That episode got like 60,000 views. So
NYPD PBA.
NYPD PBA. We've had we had the president of just recently the state troopers.
Yep. He was in.
Yeah, Wayne Blanchard.
Wayne Blanchard
was on. So we have some pretty good guests.
I like
And,
watching you test your memory.
Yeah,
It's
and we will-
I can see you struggling through your brain. Like
And we
the
will with the P-Burg Pod. We have a lot of different things going on with the P-Burg Pod. We have what we just did with you, Phillipsburg Finest. We have the Phillipsburg Extra Effort Award, and that is designated for teachers, firemen. It doesn't have to be a paid position. Teachers, firemen, cops, DPW, a clerk in City Hall, or somebody who is going above and beyond, what they normally would do. We have Athlete of the Month. We're starting that. I don't know if we have one for this show. We want to do a Student of the Month. I haven't made the right inroads and connections with the right people in the school, but I'm sure that's not going to be a problem, where we'll highlight the Student of the Month.
Pets of the month.
Pets of the Month. We have that.
poor
as
Dawn
well.
is listening to all this stuff you're listening, and she's like, "Oh,
Well, they don't
my
like
God.
this.
The list
The,
goes
the
on.
graphics I'm gonna have to
Dawn and
make."
Mo don't like this because I just think of these ideas, and then we have to make the graphics, and I have to go and do the interviews, and I got to get the content, and then we got to put it on the air. We'll also highlight if there's something going on in town, like a GoFundMe, which we have one we're going to talk about in a little bit, to try to highlight that. And it's great to have it online where you could see it, but it's even better to have somebody come in who might be related to the person or is friends with the person to really talk about it and paint a better picture, of what's going on. Of course, with the approval of whoever the GoFundMe is for. We don't do anything without speaking to the right people, and nothing that you'll see on this show is done without prior approval from the people that we're doing it for. So, all right. So,
Is our crazy out there? You keep looking out there.
He was
No.
he was a few minutes ago. He's
I
not
promise
now.
you.
I did see him out
I
there.
promise you.
We're gonna have to get a
Okay.
dedicated camera for him
I'm
at some
gonna-
point.
I'm going to open that window and do an interview right from the window, or we'll get him to come around and
Just
put
make
him
sure
on
you
the
have
show.
your press credentials on, then he'll think you.
No, you had to
They
see
don't
me.
want to talk to you.
You had to see me at Pork Roll Palooza. Some people were happy to see me, some not so much. A few
Yeah.
people were a little nervous, but I didn't sandbag them and do the
You had
interview
it-
that I wanted to do.
He looked crazy and had a very rapey look in his eyes.
Yeah. Again, we're on a PG show, so let's.
Oh, yeah, sorry, kid show.
Kid show.
Kid show.
X-Nay under rape bay.
All
All
right.
right. Anything else you want to plug? Anything you want to plug? Any other organizations that you work with that you'd like to, or individuals or anybody that you want to just give a shout out to before we kick you out of here?
I definitely want to give a shout out to Liz Wyatt.
Okay.
I work with her every day, and she's really great. And
Yeah.
I think
We
you
did
guys-
a love. That's who we interviewed, right? Who
Was
did we interview at Pork Roll Palooza?
We did Susan.
Oh, Susan.
yeah.
Susan's great
Right,
too. She's another
Right.
good
Is
one.
Liz now the names in Phillipsburg is small? Is Wyatt related to Harry, who was or not his wife?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
That's his wife.
No.
Oh, but related.
Related.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because in Phillipsburg, you say certain names, Spencer's, everybody knows Spencer, McDonald's, right? Which one do we just say now too?
Wine.
Wyatt, Sullivan. There's like certain names, Slack. Like there's certain names that you say in
So
town.
to test his memory. I love it. I
Yeah.
love watching it. Dude. It's just like it's like you're pulling a sled.
We gotta do this more often.
Yeah, right. Just and then this person,
R.I.P. Ace Frehley. It just popped into my head. R.I.P. Ace Frehley back in the New York groove. I'm saying
that
it's part
Kiss?
of my childhood. Ace Frehley, Kiss, the spaceman, just passed away.
Yep.
Yeah, sad. All right. Anybody else besides Liz?
This guy that's been sitting across from me here. What's his name?
Oh,
All right, hold on. I'm getting there.
He's been here a little while though.
He seems
Yeah, I know.
like he's
I
having a
dipped
good
him.
time.
I dipped him in a little bit.
so like in the Oscars, there's seat fillers.
Yes.
Remember when Kramer was the seat filler on Seinfeld? So this is our seat filler. We also have in the office. I haven't put them up on the wall yet. We have
John Deere.
Dear John.
Oh, Dear John. I'm
Dear
sorry.
John.
Yes.
It's a deer head. I'm not into hunting. I mean, if you're hunting it and you're killing it and you're eating it, cool. But if you're hunting it for sport, I'm not really into that. But whatever. That's cool. To each his own, right? Everybody does what they're gonna do.
So did you eat Dear John? And that's why he's on the
No,
wall?
someone gave them to me. I
Sounds
also
kind of
have-
hypocritical,
I
doesn't it,
also
bro?
have a
It
10
does.
foot- I have a 10-foot swordfish in our green room.
Did you eat
Because
that?
somebody said to me, no, they said, hey, do you want
Very
They were
hypocritical.
like, do you want a 10-foot
Very hypocritical.
stuffed or whatever they do swordfish? And I'm like,
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know
Dude,
what I'm gonna do with
that's him. Don't offer him things. That's why
What?
you said earlier about painting the wall. Don't offer
I
him.
named it the Finn Blue Line instead of
The
Thin Blue Line.
Finn Blue
And
Line.
he's up on the
Very
wall.
good.
Because a green room is supposed to be eclectic. A green room is where the guests wait before they come in. There's a little mini bar in there. There's drinks. There's snacks. There's cigars, and there's all different art and stuff. I'm into art. So there's all different
Well,
stuff. in there.
did he make that offer to you?
Who?
He said if he found somebody to repaint the Coca-Cola logo, would
Who
you
said
want
that?
that? He
Alex.
You didn't say that to me.
No, I did.
I don't think he. I don't
Because
think
if it's
that's
for
But-
free,
Oh, here we
It's
go.
for me.
He well,
and give me 3.
when
is
he
my-
when he said that to me, he didn't say it was free. He just said
Oh,
if I could
well-
find somebody to repaint that.
We can find
Well,
some
think
funding.
about
People will donate.
Well, think about this. That this building has been known forever as the Coca-Cola building.
Yeah.
Because you could see that from the side, and you could see it when you come over the Free Bridge. Now, I don't own the building. Angry Dan does. He's probably downstairs.
Yeah, I don't hear him stomping
I don't know,
around.
stomping around.
I can
He's
just
also-
imagine him like just a gargoyle just
Yeah.
walking around.
Yeah.
Me angry up this early in the morning.
Even Dan know we should repaint buildings. So he owns this building. He owns like 10 or 11 other buildings in town with 2 other guys. It's a LLC, and we rent space from him. We have the first floor and the second floor for our charity, as well as the podcast studio. He's very generous to us. He's a really good guy. Little angry sometimes.
Just angry. Very.
But why were we talking about him again?
because we were talking.
Because
about
you
the
were talking
building
about
and
getting the
painting it.
building.
Oh,
Painting
we'd
the
have to-
Coca-Cola
we'd have to
sign.
talk- We'd have to talk to him, but that would just be another thing that's kind of cool when you're coming over the bridge if that part was restored, because that thing is like 5 cents. It says on it, and it has
And
a
you could-
really cool saying.
You
Little
could probably
things.
you could probably get Dan to uplight that too as well.
Well, yeah,
have it
well, I
repainted
have-
and then put some
And
uplighting.
I came into possession of those big giant fluorescent, luminous, like 9 million looms, whatever they call lights.
9 million.
Whatever they are. I mean, it would if I put those lights on this building, it will be brighter than that bridge.
How did you come?
Don't worry about it.
Don't ask questions, Mike.
Yeah.
Just don't ask.
They fell off the truck.
Okay.
Do you know my dad? My dad was a truck driver. And until I was like 12 years old, I really thought things fell off the truck. And if they fell off the truck and they got damaged, then you were allowed to keep them. I had a mini bike that fell off the truck, all sorts of stuff. R.I.P. Dad. You know, nobody can't get you now, Pops. You're gone. So, but yeah, so I always thought fell off the truck was a real thing until I was like 12 years old. So we'll talk to Dan about that, and I would love to get that done because this building is from the 1850s, and the rumor we did find some things online that mention a jail that was in Phillipsburg during the Civil War. And it was in this general area, and this building has jail cell doors on it that are from the 1870s.
It definitely was a jail. It definitely was a jail.
Because there's some spirits in this building too. Some wacky stuff has happened.
Oh yeah, it's haunted, Alex. It's 100%. It's 100%.
I'm not talking about we throw parties. Wacky stuff happened then too. I'm talking about other weird things that you wouldn't really be able to explain. I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but there's some spirits doing.
Henry's here. Henry's 100% here.
Yeah. We found bottles down in the root cellar. I found signs down there from Nash Auto, that's just defunct and not been around since the 30s, right? Full, big, giant signs that I have down still in the root cellar. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with them. And some really cool bottles and some other stuff in here. And you see, when you were looking around in here, we kept this as original as we could with some beams and some stone and stuff like that.
Well, that's why the ghosts like us.
Right.
Because you
we
did
respected them somewhat.
You did somewhat. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So anybody else you want to talk about or plug? And then we're going to move on to the next segment.
Just my friend Liz.
Just your friend Liz?
Yeah,
That's
she
it?
helps
Okay.
out so much in the town, and I just want to keep mentioning her name.
All right. And so one more time before you go.
Liz
your
Wine.
business is on Wine, right? But your business is on Hudson, Maine is the name of the business. And that's
63 South Main Street.
South Main. And then you got the kitchen in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then if people want to be involved with what you're doing, your businesses, how do they get in touch with you?
Come to the farmer's market.
Okay, but that's closing.
Well, we're going to do the winter market starting in January.
In the same location.
And I'm always around. Any event that we have in town, I'm always doing something. I may not be in photos, but I'm pulling cables and getting dirty.
It was hard to find. You know, I did see a few pictures. No, I don't want to get into that.
Well, are they good pictures?
Yeah, I did see a few pictures of you floating around line in a video. See, I don't want to talk. We're not going to talk about that.
Kid show. Kid show.
It's a kid show. You were.
Well, can I just say one thing?
Yes. You can say what it. Listen, even though this is not on Center with Mike the Cop, you are a guest here, and you are free to discuss or say whatever you want, and I'll play off of what you say. I mean,
I just want to say it's a great podcast, and I enjoyed the positivity.
Right.
And all I want to say is that my actions speak louder than other words.
Right. Well, there's a reason why. Listen, the way we met was I was trying to get some lighting done outside to mimic or mirror the lighting. Because if people don't know, when I say 30 North Main, we're the building that has that big gray fence that says Phillipsburg, New Jersey on it, incorporated 1865. I think it's 65. It might be 58, but it's on the fence. And there's a 9/11. There's a 9/11.
He self-imposes the trivia on himself.
Right.
I love it.
There's a 9/11 memorial out there.
He gets it wrong.
That's listed on the 9/11 memorial sites nationwide. If you go on the link, we'll find the link and we'll put it up. And you click on, I forget what number we are.
That was your cue,
It says Phillipsburg, and you click on it, and it brings up our 9/11. Well, it's not our. Well, we don't. It's ours. When I say ours, I mean the town of Phillipsburg, because I procured that from an artist who made it, and then we
tell that story quick, fast story.
We donated
fast story. How you procured that?
All right, so
version,
very short version, because we have a lot of stuff to cover today. We wanted to do a memorial outside because there really isn't one in town. There's something up in Chappelle Park. It's small, but it's not really a 9/11 memorial exclusive. So my original idea was 2 pieces of steel, World Trade Center steel, which I would normally be able to get my hands on through friends that I have, and I'm a retired New York City police officer. It was coming up on the 20th anniversary. Couldn't find 2 big pieces of steel because my plan was I wanted them 9 feet and 11 inches out of the ground. So that's 2 big pieces of steel. Yeah. Couldn't find it, so we had someone just what do you call it? A welder make the 2 big pieces of steel and add an antenna on it, and they are in fact 9 feet and 11 inches out of the ground. Found a local artist. They painted the Never Forget on there. We decided not to fix it up out there. We wanted to give it that steel stacks look, like take your environment, embrace your environment, and build into your environment, because I think it's kind of cool. It wasn't cool years ago when there was hookers and crack out there and people were doing oil changes and leaving abandoned cars there. It's cool now because we took that space over and are in control of it now, and that nonsense does not happen anymore, or very, very rare. Someone reached out to somebody reached out to someone and got back to me, and it's an artist who made a Liberty Bell. It's about 2/3 the size of the real Liberty Bell, and he named it Mended Liberty. It's all brass. I shouldn't say all this stuff because somebody might want to come and scrap it, but it's all brass. The whole thing is all brass.
If they can lift it, they can. If you can carry it, you can take it.
We had to have 2 machines here. We had to have a forklift that lifted up the other machine that dug down into the ground. That memorial, that's valued by the artist $25,000. We probably, as a charity,
well, now they really want to scrap it. Thanks.
As a charity, put another $5,000 to $7,000 in, maybe more, maybe $10,000 with the mural and the steel pieces and the stone and all the other stuff that we did there. But anyway, the artist has it planned for the 10-year anniversary in Philadelphia. It's a pretty cool story, right, Mo?
That's why I wanted you to tell it.
Go to put it.
I mean, you went with the long version, but I was.
It's the only kind of versions I know. They go to put it in this area down in, if you're familiar with Philly, like on Chestnut Street or one of their main strips where all their fancy stores are. He knows somebody who owns a skyscraper that's loaded, and they have like an open area, but it's covered. So they say to him, no, you can't. The arts people or the town of Philly or somebody that's involved with.
I like how you demoted them to a town. Good for you, bro. Look at you. Nice subtle flex. The town of Philly.
Well, when you say the city, there's only one city. That's New York City. Although who knows what's going to that city might not be standing if things go bad.
Philly's just a bunch of mutts. All right, carry on. I'm sorry. Kid show.
I love the city. I love the city. I like Philly is a lot like New York and Boston and a few other places. It's
trash.
No, it's tough, hard-nosed, blue-collar, like proud of our city. You can't knock somebody for being proud.
All right, sorry, I got you off track. Go.
Anyway, so now they tell the artist, oh, I'm sorry, you can't put that there because it's 7 blocks from the real Liberty Bell, and people will get confused. And he's like, how are they going to get confused? It's 2/3 of the size. The sign says Mended Liberty, because the cool thing and how this ties into the World Trade Center is the crack in the Liberty Bell is pulverized steel from the World Trade Center, and they mended the crack in the Liberty Bell, hence Mended Liberty, right? Because what's more synonymous with liberty than the Liberty Bell? They bombed the World Trade Center. They tried to attack our liberty. We've mended liberty. That's the story behind Liberty Bell. So they say, we have a new spot for it. And he goes, yeah, so do I. And then a few choice words. And then he took it and brought it back to his garage in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And it sat in Cherry Hill, New Jersey for 10 years.
Wow.
I got goosebumps right now. Everything happens for a reason. I pretty much believe that. And then somehow we got connected. And then that's how the story of how the Phillipsburg 9/11 Memorial came about. All those things
donated it.
Right.
It's
and
crazy.
We donated that. We gave it, we donated it to the town because there's another one in Warren County somewhere, I think up by Warren County Community College. I think they have one up there, but not as grand and as, detailed and as much as the one here. So yeah, that's
well done. Excellent.
Right. How's that for a story?
I
try to keep it as short as I can. But
no, you really didn't.
You're
good into the long version. Sorry, Alex. I tried to spare you, but
it was a great story.
Here's what we're gonna do.
It was only the third time I heard
it. We're gonna get the wall painted.
Screw you and your lights. Get out of here.
Okay, I have a question.
Those guys were right about you.
Go.
What's your question?
So can we do a nighttime 9/11 memorial next year?
Okay, so have you been talking to the mayor?
Sometimes.
All right. So what happened was,
what had happened
on the 20th anniversary, we had tents out here. Was that the 20th or the 21st?
That
It was the 21st because the 20th they were gone. The steel was gone by then. And next year,
I just remember because that was the year that Anthony Bavaro was killed.
right. And then next year is the 25th anniversary of 9/11. Right. So what we're going to do is, this was just a passing conversation I had with the mayor a couple of weeks ago, because I felt like we missed an opportunity to not have it here. Right. Because I feel like there's parking across the street and blah, blah, blah. So he said, yeah, I think we want to do both. We want to have it in the morning at Chappelle Park. And then we like to do something in the evening here when it's lit up. Maybe
Yes.
Candles.
Yes.
You know what I mean? 25th anniversary. So the short answer is yes, we will be having something here next year in the evening on 9/11. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that should be good. All right. So let's.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
Well,
Don't.
because I'm going to say we're going to cut you loose
Well, we'll take
Well, we're
it.
gonna-
what day was that again?
on 9/11.
Yeah, I know.
So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do birthday shout outs. So the way these work is people will send in their birthday. If they send a photo, we're using it.
Okay.
So even if it's of a child, they have to have permission, and we tell them, hey, did you get permission for to post this? And do you want the whole date of birth? And you don't want this. So we'll take them as they come. You know what I mean? Like we have one of the persons we're going to honor. We'll give a birthday shout out to when Dawn does it as a cop in town, but we didn't put his date of birth. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't want that out there. If a kid, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Or, somebody will say no photos, but give the shout out. So next up is, what do we call this segment?
And I just put
October birthdays.
on the,
I mean, that's
Oh,
it's
but
really.
I
I mean,
like
it's
to
really.
name- I like to give everything a catchy.
Yeah,
thing.
I know you do.
But
You
these are
you like
shout-out
Casey
birthdays.
Kasem.
birthdays of the Berg. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called
Oh.
Birthdays of the Berg. I
Hey,
did
that,
name it
there you
that.
go.
Yes.
No, I already have it named that. So don't
Or how
worry
about just Berg
I'm
days?
just still patting myself on the back,
Birthdays?
though.
Berg days with the
Berg
apostrophe in the front.
Not to
Berg.
be confused with Sergeant Tim Berger.
No, Berg day.
Berg
Yeah.
days, like
Berg-
birthday, Berg day. That
Berg-
might be a shirt, bro.
See what I just
That might
did
be
right
a
there?
T-shirt right there.
You see what I just did?
All right,
I
so
mean,
what we'll
listen,
do is-
hooray for me.
Stretch your legs. Go back in the office. Take off if you have to. If you got stuff to do. October birthdays. Dawn's gonna do those now. And
Well, make sure you unlock the door for him.
Do our mics go dead when you do this, or are mics still live?
No, the mics are going to be live because
For
we
you,
don't have
for
the video.
everybody. Okay,
Well,
good. All right.
his mic's dead,
All right.
but yours is
Do
still
that.
live. Do what you got to do. Now, Dawn, how long do you want me to leave this? Dude, let's just run away. Let's get out of here, Dawn.
Let's run right now.
Let's just go. Go ahead. You do
No,
your.
we're just gonna do this pretty quick. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, okay, I do know one of the
Yep.
people that we're doing the birthdays. All right. So the first one we have off of October birthdays to the right.
I don't.
There you go.
Oh, listen, don't you dare.
I'm gonna play Mike right now. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we have Brandon Hull. He's a Phillipsburg police officer. We didn't put his birth date up there. However, he has an October.
Standing.
And a hometown
And then-
hero, right?
And he's a hometown hero. Yes.
Right.
Yes. He was recognized by, I believe, a senator. Was it?
Yeah. Keene, I think, right?
How does
It was
Windsor work his way? It's his
And
birthday.
Yes.
And then Wismer, happy birthday, Danny. He has a birthday in October.
Right.
He did message. If he commented earlier, he asked if he had missed his birthday. Shout
no,
out.
no,
Is
Danny,
that-
It's your
it is
birthday.
right here.
Oh, talk about me. I'm Danny. I'm Santa Claus. Woo.
It's your
Well,
birthday. It's your
Can't go
birthday.
anywhere without running to this guy. I'm going to do a hot dog review down in Alpha, right? Not
Yep.
Phillipsburg. Dawn and I are in Alpha at
Charlie's.
Charlie's Pool Hall. It's now just called Charlie's, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Charlie's.
It's just
Hot dog,
Charlie's.
maybe.
I went to go have a mealie. If you know, you know. And I come out and doing my hot dog review, and who's standing there? Danny.
Danny
And
Wismer.
I felt bad. I said, what am I going to do? I got 2 hot dogs in my hand. I don't want to look like a gavone. I go, hey, you want to do a review with us? And he did a review with us.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
If people want to see that review, they can go on what are we on? We're on Instagram, right? BPN.
Well, that's
We're on-
we
it's-
don't do much on Instagram, but they can go on.
no, on
YouTube is
Instagram, on
best.
BPN, I put up all the reels. They're
Oh,
up
all right.
there. Yeah, the reels
And
are up there.
YouTube is really the best because YouTube does not delete any of them. Instagram, they disappear. Facebook
That's-
deletes them.
What?
YouTube-
Yeah, Facebook.
Instagram
Facebook's new thing is
Instagram better not be deleting my reels, yo.
Well,
I'm-
I
Meta.
think they kind of just disappear on Instagram. They don't stay for very long, I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah,
but I-
Facebook.
I got a story.
Anything older than 30 days old, Facebook deletes now.
Oh.
So that's why you really got to tell people they got to go to the
Oh,
Blue
YouTube.
Podcast
Okay.
Network YouTube page. All of our material is up. It's forever.
YouTube is the best place to go.
YouTube is the best place to go to see our archived
past
stuff.
Right?
Past stuff, correct.
Right.
Again, this will stay up on Facebook for 30 days. The live
like
stream.
When we had Carol Shea on the NYPD.
I'm not zooming in on Kid Show.
Kid Show.
Well, uncensored, we can do that.
All right.
Yeah, uncensored.
That's next.
Did you do all the birthday wishes?
Yeah, well, we did
only
two.
have
And
three,
then,
right?
Two. You had two.
Dawn
We didn't clap for Danny.
Let's clap
Hey,
for Danny.
Danny, happy birthday.
Play some sort of song for Danny too. I don't know which one you're gonna hit, but was that happy birthday in Russian
I think so. Yes.
or Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Right,
So
then do
I
yours.
also have I don't have their pictures. They're not really into having the pictures online. However, a very good friend of mine, Kathy Forensic, and her son both have a birthday in October as well. So happy birthday, Kathy and Kyle.
Outstanding.
You know what? But I'll just shout out my daughter one more time. But I actually said happy birthday to her on my show the day before her birthday.
Mhm.
My daughter turned 28. I don't know where the year. I know when you're looking at me, you're saying, how could this guy have a 28-year-old? What did he have her when he was 12? You know what I mean? Because I look so young and refreshed.
Yeah.
But anyway, happy birthday, Alexa. She's an
Happy
October
birthday,
baby.
Alexa.
She's a birthday baby as well. And now, without further ado, the people have been clamoring and waiting for this, Dawn. All right. We've signed on a freelance investigative reporter. We did not give him press credentials yet. We did not give him press credentials yet because he's a maniac.
Yeah.
You know, you love to hate him, you hate to love him.
Before you do that, hold on a second. I gotta know. Jason William posted a broken heart. Is his birthday in October? And did we miss it?
Oh my God, he's such a
Needy. He's
Yeah.
very needy.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. I don't know when his birthday is. This is a Phillipsburg. This is a P-Burg pod. He doesn't live
Right.
in Phillipsburg. This is not a charity podcast or Uncensored with Mike the Cop. This is a P-Burg pod. You know your role when in Rome. You ain't in Rome, son. You ain't in P-Burg, yo.
Uncensored
You
is
ain't
next.
part of the P-Burg mafia.
We can cover it on Uncensored next. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
we'll cover
There you
it
go.
on Uncensored
there you
next.
go.
Bye, Alex.
Bye, Alex.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you for coming on. Great guy, Alex.
100%.
All right. So what we're gonna do now is investigative reporting. You know, I take some information off both of the pages that we're graciously allowed to stream live on. A hot topic in the town of Pittsburgh
Oh boy.
is the turnarounds. The turnarounds at the not a circle, Mo, not a circle, not a crazy
That's-
circle. Just a turnaround. You're on eastbound going on 22. You want to go westbound? You do a turnaround.
Yeah, you got to do a jug handle.
Yeah,
Ju-
no, it's just a turnaround.
Just a
Turn around in the center
it's
of
a
the highway.
turnaround. Turnaround.
oh yeah, in the center of the hot. No
Yes.
good.
Yeah, there's
no
three of
good.
them. There's three of them.
No good.
Now,
Not a fan.
I did put out some requests to try to get back some information as far as how many accidents have been there, how many, and then after they did it, then I asked, I couldn't get it back in time. No fault of the police department or the mayor's office. I asked too late. I wanted to know from the time that they put the lines down and the signs up until current day, how many, because it goes in phases and people don't realize the first thing they do is they paint it and they put the signs up. They don't do enforcement right away, right? They're giving people time to adjust that that's the new way. You don't want them out there banging everybody out in summonses. It's not the way it's done. And then after a while, and it goes on the Facebook and they give people alerts and say, this is what's coming, right? And they did it, I feel, the right way. There are others that say, it's not, but you're always going to have two sides of every coin. I say one fatality there is worth somebody sitting in a couple of minutes of traffic. And newsflash, I want everybody to watch this podcast, but I also want them to know Phillipsburg doesn't. I mean, traffic is outside here. If you come down North Main Street from Bella Via to get this way to avoid the toll, that is traffic. You could sit in that for 10 minutes. I get that.
So we missed Dan Seiler. Dan Seiler was all over that. Dan Seiler probably had a traffic.
He's in Mexico now in a bus.
He
living
had
in a bus.
he had was he living like from the hell Into the Wild,
Right,
living in a
yeah,
bus in
yeah.
Alaska somewhere.
Or he's on a bus like what's his name from in the middle of the desert, like what's that show? The guy. What's that guy? The guy with the blue stuff with the drugs.
What?
The guy
American
that
Gangster?
No, the guy that wore the hat, the white guy.
What are you talking about?
He cooked the drugs, and he had the
Pee Wee Herman?
No, the dude that wore the black bolo hat, and he was an unassuming guy, and he got into the drug business. It was Breaking Bad.
Okay, yeah.
I picture sometimes Siler like in the middle of like a desert somewhere, with a bus. Like
he probably
selling peyote or something.
Honest to God, he probably wasn't even like genius like that.
Dan Siler ran for mayor against
why not?
ex-mayor Todd Tresigny, and now future at the time, wanting to be mayor, Randy Piazza.
Yeah, why not?
So
Dan Siler, why not?
What was I saying before that?
I don't know, bro.
So investigative reporting. So I tried to get those figures. I could not get them. Tragically, that's where we lost Dominic Belcastro.
Yes.
Off duty, riding his motorcycle. Some people insinuated it was because of that and made some kind of off-color remarks, which were, to me, disgusting. I mean, I did actually...
Wait, attributed it to the fact he was off duty?
Well, no, that, just because that happened, this is why they did that.
I got it.
And I did screenshot a few of them, and I was going to... But then I said, no, let's stick to, so rest in peace, Dom. Was a good guy. And that was one accident that happened there. There are many others. I've witnessed many. I'm maybe not saw them happen, but you drive by a lot of them. I think it's, a better move. And really, if you want to know what traffic is, go to New York City, go to Philadelphia, go on the Belt Parkway, go try to get into the
Belt Parkway.
Try to get into the Holland Tunnel, go over the George Washington Bridge. That, folks, is traffic. If you have to sit an extra 5 minutes.
Canal Street trying to get into the Holland Tunnel on rush hour.
And I know it's during school hours and everybody wants to get to school. I don't want to dismiss their problems, but leave 5 minutes earlier. Leave 10 minutes earlier.
All right, focus. What do you got going here?
All right, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to put somebody out there, our Pitbull reporter. Most people in town know him. Up this next section, this next segment is called The Voice of Boyce.
That's the cue?
Yeah.
That's the cue.
So
okay.
I said, let's start over. You want to do it again?
Try it again, yes.
The next segment up is The Voice of Boyce.
Here we are in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, at the turnarounds here on 22. Very controversial here since they shut them down. But as you can see all the traffic coming, it's too bad that they're going by so fast that you can't see how the people are driving. This is really a necessity to close these turnarounds down because they're very dangerous. Today's a slow day with traffic, so you're not getting to see the full effect. But on a busy day, especially during the mornings and rush hour, there you go, seeing how people drive on this highway. And it's very important because there's at least one accident every day on each one of these turnarounds, and there's 3 of them. The other one on top also had people going through residential neighborhoods speeding and carrying on too, where people were put in danger. I know people don't like it because it's hard now to get from this side of the highway to the other side of the highway, but it is a necessity. And all you have to do is plan ahead a little bit, regroup yourself. The exits that you can turn around, Gate Street, Roseberry Street, go down to Moore Street, or go down Memorial Parkway a little bit and hang through there on the U-turn, you can still get to the other sides. So it's not that much out of your trouble. You waste more time during the day watching videos on TikTok. Okay? That's the voice from Boyce.
Mo, you like that we have investigative reporters out there on the streets,
you guys
tackling the issues and topics that really have Phillipsburg, enthralled and entertained and just fixated sometimes.
You guys are hard hitting out there. Hard hitting.
Right now, I really wish Dan would have chose another day other than Columbus Day, which was a holiday, and we really didn't get I would have preferred him to stand a little bit to the side and actually film a few people making a turn and yell something at him or, do something.
Bro, you're very demanding of the free labor. We'll talk about, Dawn, we're going to unionize.
So the voice of boys will be.
Let's focus
you know,
on
if
this.
you it was up quick, but if you have as always, our website, the bluepodcastnetwork.com, is under construction. And then once we get that up, we'll have a email.
That was a subtle hint to you, Dawn.
Yeah,
So you saw that?
yes.
It's
And then
under
we'll have an email.
it's under
If
construction.
people don't know, without Dawn, none of this happens.
Hold on, Dawn, don't forget. There you go. All right,
Yeah,
please.
Dawn is our technical, all of our, I come up with ideas. I don't have to do any of the stuff that she does while working a full-time job. Yeah, play that for her a little bit.
Yeah,
Play a little music for Dawn.
Oh. Aw. Thank you, Dawn.
Now, I'm sorry for anybody who tuned in and thought this was going to be just super straight laced. Like, we're going to go through one thing to another, like Phillipsburg's finest. Phillipsburg's, there's a little personality involved here.
Totally.
Yes.
I'm a narcissist. I like the sound of my own voice. I am going to talk a little bit, but I guarantee if you watch this podcast and you come back when we do them, they're fun. We're in our embryonic stages. Like, I envision us in a few episodes now, we're going to have 20 birthday wishes.
Yes.
We're going to have people lined up to do, the extra effort award somebody want to nominate. This is our first one. We're coming out of the gate. We didn't advertise too much about this.
And I think we'll have a lot of requests for the voice of boys too, like investigating if they want to have something investigated.
Oh, there's
I think there'll be a
places
lot
I
of
want to
people.
send him, and there's things I want to do with him that are going to just be sometimes funny.
He's your stuttering John. Yeah.
Yeah, because he is out there. Like Dan, I don't know if people are going to get this reference if you're into hockey, but Don Cherry is like the voice of hockey in Canada, and he wears all sorts of wacky outfits. And Dan looks like him a little bit. So, and he wears those wacky outfits. So he reminds me, he's our Don Cherry. Controversial. Sometimes he'll say things that are not, politically correct. But, you got to have a little bit of that in your reporting, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So now we did Alex. We had Alex on. We did the birthdays by Dawn, right? What we call them Berg days. We're going to change that. Write that down.
Yeah.
I'm taking credit for that, Mo. Berg days.
Berg days. You're
And
welcome.
now what we're going to do is we're going to honor our first Phillipsburg Extra Effort Award. All right. Now, in the future, people can, message. I talk a lot with my hands, Mo, don't I?
Yeah, you definitely do.
As
People
long as it
can-
doesn't go too far this way, and I don't get
Yeah,
smacked in the
people
face
can
with it.
message us and tell us who they want to nominate,
Yeah.
and we'll go through them. This one I chose for myself for my own experiences working with him and seeing what he does. I would, if he was a superhero, he would be the Flash, because he's all over the place. You barely
How'd that go?
like that, and you can barely see him sometimes. He's moving around so fast. It's hard to find pictures of him actually.
Really?
Matt Knoll. Matt Knoll,
Outstanding.
right? This guy's got more jobs than a Jamaican, Mo. Because that's like a stereotype that Jamaicans have like 20 jobs, Mom.
I'm glad
right?
you classified that. Go
Right.
ahead.
So
Or
he's the
clarified.
DPW supervisor of recreation. This is from my own research. He's the public pool superintendent, or as I like to call him, the pool guru. He referees sports, right, on a side. He enjoys playing pickleball. I hear he's the pickleball.
I believe he teaches pickleball, or
wait,
he
he teaches
I
it?
think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. His daughter's an intern for Fetterman.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a Fetterman fan.
Listen, I hate to admit it. Well, we're not going to do politics too heavy,
I'm just
but
saying, no.
yeah,
I'm just saying I like that
Fetterman
he's not afraid to speak his voice, and even if it's not aligning with his party,
He's his own man. He's his own man.
Which mad respect. Okay,
Correct.
So she's a intern for him, and maybe we could parlay it into something. I don't know. Maybe we get Fetterman on the show. I'd love to have him on.
I'd love that
on
much.
Politicast, not on this show.
Yes, no.
And then his wife, Dr. Darlene Knoll, 31 years in the school district in Phillipsburg. She's director of student services, but she also has more titles and more degrees than anybody that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me tell you what my experience is with Matt Knoll is and why I chose him. Way back when we decided to do a thing in town where it wasn't in town at first. We were doing the first ever law enforcement appreciation night in Bridgewater at the Somerset Patriots, which is the AA, Mo?
AA Yankees.
Double
yes.
A of the Yankees. They had never done a law enforcement appreciation night. We asked them if we could do one. They said yes. They had no idea what they were doing.
Nick Cirillo.
Who's that?
That was the guy we dealt with
Oh,
at Somerset
okay.
Patriots.
I don't know.
Nick
you,
Cirillo.
you dealt with him. I didn't deal with him. I don't. I'm a president.
Whoa.
I have people. My people talk to their people.
What?
Anyway, Dawn, we had
Don't, we're unionizing. We're 100% unionizing.
We had Mayor at that point, he wasn't mayor. He was a councilman running for mayor. He was there. We had Danny Finken, local sensation of Phillipsburg, New Jersey. At that time, still a high school student. She'll be on the show in a little bit, and her mom for something totally different. She
do like Trump did to Bocelli and force her to sing like unprepped.
She sang the national. Oh, she's never met a microphone she didn't like. But can I tell this story? Can I talk about Matt Knoll right now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
Then we had helicopter flyovers over the stadium. I wanted to do something local with the town, so we decided to invite kids to come to the game. We bought the tickets and then we gave them away to the kids because I wanted to do something another thing in town. And listen, there are not a lot. I don't know the percentages. Don't call into the show. I don't want hate mail. There are a lot of families that are under the poverty line or hovering at it, and some just above it. And then there's some a little bit more upper middle class. But we all know Phillipsburg is a hardworking town. And I wanted to do something for the kids, almost like the Winter Wonderland that we do, where there's no mall around and no way for the kids to get to the mall. So you bring the mall experience to the kids. If there's a will, there's a way. I believe that. We'll move mountains, especially for kids. I will anyway. So I go to the town and I say, I want to do this. So much logistics involved because you got to get buses, right? Not as easy as it used to be to get buses. You got to get all these kids to one location, have all their parents sign waivers, get all the kids on the bus, get them to the stadium, herd them like feral cats to the back of the stadium so they can march all around. They got police escort and got to go around the field. These are all Phillipsburg kids all around the field. And then
we actually had they arranged for a Phillipsburg car to drive on the warning track.
Did Phillipsburg car come or no? I thought we had to use Bridgewater because they couldn't get a car up there.
You might be right.
But we did have that. We did have that opportunity.
Yep.
We had the Phillipsburg Honor Guard.
Yes.
As the presenting the colors. So it was a very Phillipsburg themed / law enforcement night. All these ideas that I have that I push on to you happened to Matt Knoll. Matt had to make all that stuff happen, right? Because anytime you try to do anything, there's always. So that was one thing, and I didn't have to worry about. And I'm a control freak, but I knew he's such a good human being. Forget about all the work that he does. Like, he's just a good guy. He's just a nice guy. So I knew, and he cares about the kids in the town, right? So I knew it would get taken care of. When we wanted to do the pool's not that expensive, but when it was the first year that the pool got opened back up, Matt took over the pool and brought it across the finish line, right? There were others that were involved in the pool, but he got it because that was a big thorn in Phillipsburg's side for a long time. He brought it across the finish line. I don't know if people know how much he was involved in it, but he was. And I wanted, our charity wanted to do something nice. So I think we set, 5 families, Mo? We paid
I thought it was more than that.
Maybe 7. I'm not sure.
It was more than that. Yeah.
It was a few years ago. We paid for the passes for the families because it gets expensive to be able to use the pool. Now, obviously, I wish I could do that for all. We couldn't. So we had, with the help of Matt, and I think then Mayor Piazza might have been a mayor-elect at that point, or maybe but he helped us. He was definitely on council at that point. And a few others, we were able to pick like 5 to 7 families. But then there's also stuff that comes with that, right? Because I'm donating it to the town. So now that creates paperwork and stuff. It's just not as easy as saying, let's do this, right? There's all sorts of legalities always involved. And, a lot of times there's red tape, but I would say 95% of the time, all that gets cut right through when it's involving anything with children or any dealings that I've had with the Piazza administration or Matt Knoll has been. And if something doesn't happen, it's not for a lack of trying, which you could live with, right? If you want to get something done and it can't happen and you got to pivot or maybe scale it down a little bit or whatever, that's fine. But it's never for lack of trying. So Matt Knoll, I think I have a few pictures. Can you put a few of those up? Hard to find
I think
pictures of
he
the
was
guy.
I put him up while you were talking.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
bro.
But-
Listen, this is a professional organization.
I don't look up at the screen a lot because it's like looking in the mirror and I get bedazzled by my good looks.
Now,
And then there's also
now you have a
from-
quote. Do you want that quote up?
Oh, yes. Oh, I did get a quote from Mayor Piazza. Can we put that quote up and maybe you could read it, Mo, if it's in there for you? I can read it. Matt goes above and beyond every single day. He's on weekends, holidays, and in the middle of the night when it's necessary. He's also always finding ways to improve the town of Phillipsburg. We are lucky to have him, Mayor Randy Piazza Jr. So that's a quote from the mayor. Actually supposed to get me a second one, but he's rather busy now. You know, he's governing the town of Phillipsburg, and it's an election season, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I didn't get my second quote, but I think one's enough, and I think I've definitely paid him enough tribute. So thank you, Matt Knoll.
Thank you, Matt.
I don't know if he's has any other titles in front of him besides the ones I gave him, but he does do a lot of different. Whoa, that flame got really big on that lighter in there. It distracted me. So
Good thing
thank
you don't
you.
have any facial hair because you
So
wouldn't.
DPW supervisor of recreation, public pool superintendent, referee sports, enjoys and maybe teaches pickleball. Thank you, Matt Knoll, very much. You're not going to play the applause that you have back there? I spent like $7. Thank you, Matt Knoll, very much. So that's our first ever Phillipsburg Extra Effort Award. And now what we'd like to do is this past Saturday, Dawn and I put on our press passes. It's amazing. Like I
still
said,
think that's hysterical.
that I bought them off Amazon and they're not real press passes. And I just put
Yeah, that too.
and I just put little stickers on the microphone and walked around like I was, I don't even know. There's not really any local press.
I like the BPN on it though. Look cool.
Yeah, there's not really any.
Your fake news. I'm sorry. Go
Right.
ahead. Kids show.
Right. So what we'll do now is we'll play our recorded sessions from Pork Roll Palooza. Why don't we do our first one, Mo, if you don't mind? Let's put up the one where we did an interview with Bikers Against Cop Killers, past guests on a different show on this network.
Yes.
Everybody knows in Phillipsburg, the State Liners edition of Bikers Against Cop Killers, Tony G, the president, Monk, the vice president. Also,
Here he goes again, testing his Rolodex. Look at him.
Also, the P-Berg Grinch, the biker Grinch, is part of BAC, but we don't know his secret identity. We don't know who he is. We could probably figure it out if we start looking when the P-Berg Grinch is around and who of the BAC is not there. It's
I mean, he was incognito
Bruce Wayne
on
and
Saturday.
Batman are never in the same time. You can figure out who's who, right?
The Grinch was incognito on Saturday, but nobody knew.
Oh, see, now you're saying the Grinch was there? Because there
Maybe-
was only like
maybe.
7 BAC members there. Now
Maybe.
you might have just cut the chances in half of trying to figure out who it is.
I'm saying
Anyway,
maybe, but he would have been incognito.
We interviewed back, right? We interviewed back, and they were at the Pork Roll Palooza. And here's our interview with Monk, the vice president of Bikers Against Cop Killers State Line Edition. Good afternoon, Mike Burke here at the Pork Roll Palooza in lovely downtown Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I'm here at the back booth. It's a lovely booth. They got nice bikes over there. Dawn, can you get some of those bikes? They got that trailer here. And we just wanted to stop by their booth. I'm going to allow this gentleman here to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about BAC and why they're here at Pork Roll Palooza.
Hi, my name is Eric Monk. I'm the Vice President of the BAC State Liners chapter. We're here at the Pork Roll Palooza to support the community and to support our first responders and the law enforcement. Our motto is the protectors of the thin blue line. The State Liner chapter was incorporated in 2019 and we became national shortly thereafter. We are nationwide. We have chapters in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Arizona, and also down in the Carolinas. We're here today because, as we stated, we want to give back to the community. So we're here to collect money so that we can donate those monies back in the future for things like our toy drive that's coming up in December. And we're just here to have a good time and have some pork roll.
Is the Phillipsburg Grinch here today?
He's incognito.
He's in his his alias. He's around here.
He's around.
So you're telling me somewhere in this crowd
Somewhere in this crowd
is the Phillipsburg biker? Is it the Phillipsburg biker Grinch? I want to get his moniker right.
The Phillipsburg Biker Grinch.
Grinch is somewhere in this crowd.
Somewhere in this crowd.
All right, and then like you said, you guys do a lot of donations.
Yes.
To a lot of different organizations, not just in Phillipsburg, but in other places as well.
Counties wide, correct.
Okay. And then what's your website?
Actually, our website is right down here at the www.bac.org.
www.backmc.org. If you want to make donations, I can tell you firsthand that this is a very good charitable organization. They back the blue, but they also back community. And if you have a few extra dollars or you're looking for a place to donate, this would be one of the places to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that was pretty cool. So that was Bikers Against Cop Killers, friends of ours. We've done a lot of events with them. They were involved. They were 50-50 partners with us when I did say that Tony escorted and soon-to-be Mayor Piazza escorted Danny out when she sang the national anthem, which was pretty cool. Back is always involved in, not always, but I've never said to them, hey, do you want to do this? And never heard, never said no. And on a personal note about Back, when my dad
say it, yeah. If you didn't say it, I was going to.
I try not to get too much. It's kind of relatively new. It was only August 23rd, so it hasn't even been a month yet since. Wait, yeah, it's been a little more. It's almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's crazy, bro.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So, my dad was cremated. That was his wishes. Even though we're Irish Catholic, that's what he wanted. It's okay. There's ways around it. So the church said it was okay. So we did that. Anyway, nice turnout. It was Labor Day weekend. So, probably a little bit less than I would have liked, but it was still huge. A lot of people were there and it was nice. And then the Back guys, I think the whole crew, I think there was like 14 of them there. And anybody who my dad knew knows that, he was a constable in Pennsylvania for 20-something years, and the reason why I became a cop because he pushed me towards it. I wanted to do it, but he kind of pushed me more towards it and kind of lived vicariously through me because his dad passed away when he was really young, and he didn't have the opportunity to be a cop. That's what he wanted to do. So these guys rolled in, 12, 13, 14 deep, which, I know my dad was watching from above. I'm trying not to get too emotional, but it's things like that supersede and go so far beyond a podcast or, a donation here, or it's like so personal to me and things that you'll never forget. So I really do appreciate on a personal level, the Bikers Against Cop Killers. And that's just not for me. Like they take that same approach when they're doing stuff that are for kids and they're always doing bike rides. And, I don't know how Tony does it, but and all these guys, they're a little bit older. A lot of them are a little bit long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying?
We're not exactly young, Mo. Sorry.
I know, but I'm trying to portray like I am.
Radio
DJs and podcasters never talk about their age. We're trying to hit to a young, hipper crowd.
I got you. Okay.
I got that. What's the shit? I forgot the word.
Riz.
I got that Riz.
You
son.
got that Riz. All right.
I might have ruined it when I said son. Thank you to Bikers Against Cop Killers.
That sounded really awkward.
As Dawn and I were walking around the Pork Roll Palooza, we came upon our friend who owns a store called For Love of Cupcakes. Now, we had her on here, right? We did a review there. We gave her a rave review. And not that she needed it. Her business has exploded, but not because of our review. We went there because we heard good things. And then she came in studio to see our review live and brought us cupcakes, PBJ cupcakes.
They were phenomenal.
To die for.
They were
right?
phenomenal.
Now, Mo, you know me. How could I walk by a pink, sparkly runway?
You can't.
I can't.
You can't. No, you
I
can't.
mean, if you see a pink, sparkly runway, you got a sachet.
We're not touching on your narcissism today, but yeah, no, you can't.
If my knees were better, I would have done that whole thing, where you take somebody's hand and they do the dip. I can't do that. I got like.
Yeah, I could have done that.
But you didn't. So you got to pick.
I was
up your game
recording.
I understand that, but you could have said, "Mike, take the microphone. I take the phone. Take the camera. It's time for me to dip." And when I dip, you dip. We dip. We could have done that, but you didn't do that. So I took it upon myself. And
you just lost your Riz.
And I only got like 5 or 6 up and downs in me per day. And I didn't waste it, but I used one there. So without further ado, let's show what we did here at For the Love of Cupcakes on Sitgreaves Street. What's the number? Do we remember? 35. We'll say it on there.
It's on there.
He loves testing his
But
memory.
for that day, it was not Sitgreaves Street. It was Pork Roll Palooza Avenue. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, Blue, but anytime I see a pink sparkly carpet, I have to sashay. I'm going to walk down the pink carpet. How am I doing, girls? Good? Should I do a spin? A twirl? And then if my knees were good, I would have done that thing where you With somebody, yeah, I can't because my knees hurt. So we're here we're on what street is this? Sitgraves. We're on Sitgraves, but today it's not Sitgraves. Today it's Pork Roll Palooza Avenue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're here with the owner of For the Love of Cupcakes. Introduce yourself.
Hi.
You know who you are, but
Athena.
Yes. She owns For the Love of Cupcakes.
Yes.
We've actually there's Athena's mom. Full disclosure, we had them in the on a podcast and we did a review and we blew you out of the park.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard to look at you because you have these cute dimples. I'm not flirting.
I know.
I'm not flirting.
I do. There's so many.
I'm just saying this. You have the cute dimples. Your eyes are blue like my eyes are blue.
Okay.
But your eyes are like blue, like uniquely blue. But enough about your eyes and your dimples. Let's talk about what we got going on in here today.
Yes.
Pork roll themed. What do we have in here right now?
All right, so we have our pork roll, egg, and cheese pastry, which we have all the time, and we usually have different varieties of those.
Okay.
Then down here, over on here, we have a potato cheese waffle with over medium eggs,
Okay.
pork roll pieces, a cheese sauce, and then crispy hash brown garnish. Then we
Yes,
have,
chef.
Then we have a potato pork roll soup
Oh,
with
my God.
grilled cheese croutons made with our homemade bread.
I'm having one of those as soon as we go off the air.
And then last we have a mac and cheese cupcake. It has a biscuit bottom, mac and cheese, pork roll pieces, and then this gets topped with a garlic aioli icing. So it looks like a cupcake, but it tastes like dinner.
So the soup is a good idea because the fall's here, winter's coming.
Yes.
Do you have any plans maybe for winter time to do that like a staple on your menu?
Yeah, we're thinking of doing like pre-orders of family soup bundles with bread for grilled cheese.
Oh.
Maybe do like some tomato soup with croutons, switch it up. We'll probably do like a special rotating of flavors. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish you nothing but luck.
Thank
you know that.
you.
We love your place here.
Thanks
we
for
love
stopping.
a cupcakes. 30. What's the number?
35.
Address? 35 Sitgraves.
Yes.
Sitgraves or Sitgreaves?
Sitgraves.
Sitgraves. 35 Sitgraves Blue, right here in lovely downtown Phillipsburg, New Jersey, home of For the Love of Cupcakes.
Yes. Thank you.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
This is my son.
What's your name?
Donnie.
Say it again.
Donnie.
Donnie. Oh, which is your favorite cupcake that mom makes? You know what mine is? Want me to tell you mine first? Peanut butter and jelly. I love that one. What's your favorite?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Can't go wrong with chocolate, right? You like chocolate on everything? Yeah. All right, buddy. Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right, that's a wrap.
Bye.
All right, so you could have went to Dawn first. I was drinking my Diet Coca-Cola. Oh, Mo, you know now Coca-Cola Zero has Coca-Cola Zero lemon. No, lime. Coca-Cola Zero lime. Yeah, it's delicious. Is that distracting to you that my office door is open? Danny thinks we live in a barn.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm staying on you.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
No, you got.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Animal. All right. So that was another interview. Now we're walking around Pork Roll Palooza, and right in the middle of the park is a giant pig that you could ride. So I see Chief Goodell. He sees me. We make eye contact. I said, Dawn, watch this. So I'm going to go over there and see how big Chief is on community policing right now. So I said to him, hey, Chief, you want to get up on a pig there? Ride the pig? You know, community policing and all. He's like, oh, no, Mike, I don't think so. I'll lose the respect to the guys. I said, no. Up until now, like everything that they've done is really cool. I said, as long as you don't do any dancing cops, no TikTok.
Yeah,
cops.
no TikToks.
At least that's my opinion. All the other stuff, awesome. Hold hands with the kids out in the community, and not only are they doing like cool stuff in the community and being proactive with the community, they're kicking ass as a police department. There's been shootings in town. They've gotten the perps. That for people not knowing what a perp is, if you don't watch it.
It's a mutt. A perp is a mutt.
No, a perp is like
Oh,
a
no, you
criminal.
can't say that?
No,
Can't
a perp
you?
is a bad guy, a criminal.
Oh, okay, sorry.
They're catching them very quickly, right? They're being proactive. I have nothing but great things to say about the police department, other than the fact that I couldn't get the chief up on the pig. But we'll be doing some stuff with them in the future, with the PD and related to the podcast. He's a great guy and was a great choice for chief. But he wouldn't go on there. And then we saw a few kids that were lined up that wanted to go on the pig, and their parents were in the distance because it's small. Chappelle Park's small. I want to go on a pig. I want to go on a pig. So I said, hey, Go tell the parents we'll pay for their ride if they let us film it. So they've basically giving us consent to show it on the podcast. I'd like to get a couple of kids riding the pig because we want to do these reports. We want the townspeople that don't go to this, or maybe people that are watching that are in an adjacent town or across the river, that this Pork Roll Palooza is pretty cool and it's worth coming to. So here we have 2 different kids riding the pig, brother versus sister, boy versus girl.
Sibling rivalry. Here we go.
Boy versus girl, if we're still allowed to do that. At least here we're on this podcast, we are.
All right, no kid
Gender
show.
versus gender, boy versus girl. Who do we got going first?
That's you. You tell me.
Well, put the video up. Don't edit it. I'll tell you. You're going to kill my mic. It's fine. Let's just watch it and see what happens.
How many next geners do I have in their house right now? So, Corinne, Primrose, Corinne, come up here. This is our resident artist at the Phillipsburg Art Association. She does amazing things. She actually started with Alex, the artist.
25 seconds and counting. 26.
This is amazing. And I did not
30 seconds so far.
It was on display last night that this was her art. And everybody that came through really loved it. And so she was selected as the winner of our second art piece associated with Pork Roll.
43 seconds. What's your name, young lady? Skylar, your brother did 43 seconds. What's your name, bud?
Doing so many amazing things at PA.
Charlie.
Do you think you can beat your brother? 43 seconds? No. Girl power. Come on, let's go. 43 seconds. Let's see what happens.
You got this. The activities that they're bringing to the community for us around art, and please help celebrate art in Phillipsburg. Peace love, Pork Roll.
All right, maybe not. Maybe not so much girl power. Let's see.
Thank you, everyone. We also have some tickets for Haunt and Flaunt over here at College Street, so please take advantage of all of our vendors. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the different giveaways.
All right, 43 seconds is the number to beat.
Let's rock and roll.
You got this, girl. You got this.
You better stay up there.
Hold on.
The drama and tension is building here at Pork Roll Palooza. You're already halfway there. You're already at 23.
Couple more seconds. Come on.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 43, 44, 45 seconds. The phrase that you've heard from every child since the beginning of caveman times, I want to go again.
Yep, 100%.
Right? Yeah, so that was fun. And then we also have an interview with Vicki Menendez Branch from the Branching Out Foundation. She's also on the school board and involved in many, many things in the town. We found her. She was in that, what's that section called?
Sensory.
She was in the, sensory section, which is a joke. You'll see what funny thing happens in the sensory section.
There you go. There you are.
Wait till you see what happens in the sensory section. Go ahead, play that one with Vicki Menendez Branch.
Got it.
Sometimes I have a... Hi, Mike Burke here from the Blue Podcast Network, home of the P-Burg Pod. I'm here today with Vicki Menendez Branch. She's the owner, founder of the Branching Out Foundation, and she's here at the Phillipsburg Pork Roll Palooza, and we're going to do a quick interview now and find out about her organization and why she's here today. Vicki?
Sure. Hi. So thanks for coming over and interviewing us. So
you are first, by the way.
Woo! I love to be the first of anything. So we have Branching Out Foundation and Page One Resource Center. Branching Out Foundation was started back in 2013 because my son was diagnosed with autism and there was nothing in the area, so I invented this. So this way him and kids like him can have a place to go. We opened up a resource center on Memorial Parkway in Phillipsburg in 2021 and we've been operating ever since. We have social groups that meet every Saturday. We also have parent support groups. We have parent transition groups. We do arts and crafts with the kids. And we are here today to offer a safe space and a sensory spot for the kids to come because of the overload of things that have taken place here today at Park Road Palooza. So everyone should have a space to feel comfortable, and all our events should be inclusive in the town. So.
Do you want me to go on the tracks and tell the engineer to knock it off with those loud train noises, or not? Or a sign, maybe. We'll put up a sign that says, pipe down.
You know, I thought about that, but some kids really like trains, so they find that to be a comforting sound. So
I love trains.
Yeah, so it actually works out. So
Like Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory.
Yes, right?
Yes. All right, well, listen, thank you for the interview. If people want to check out your organization,
yes,
give us the website.
So you can branchinoutfoundation.org, or you can look us up on Facebook. We have 2 Facebook pages, Branching Out Foundation, the one with the tree and the logo that looks like this. And we also have Branching Out Page 1 Resource Center.
I'm still waiting for my T-shirt, by the way.
You have one coming.
Do you have
I
Instagram
promise.
and Twitter and all that too? Or
Our Instagram we're actually working on, but it's branching out.
So basically the socials will be, for now, Facebook, and then find you
Facebook, find me on the street, find me, and I'm sure you invite me to do another podcast, so you can
we're
find
gonna
me
have
there
you
as well.
on. We're gonna have you actually on the P-Berg Pod in a future show where we have a spotlight. It's called Phillipsburg's Finest, with a PH. We're stealing from the Philadelphia Fanatic. We're using the PH. Okay. Don't tell them, because I don't want that maniac up here in Phillipsburg.
Well, then I'll bring you a bag of goodies at that time as well.
Yes, I love goodies.
Whole bunch of swag.
You know I'm
How
a
about
retired
that?
police officer, and you know what our saying is, right?
Oh, God.
If it's free, it's for me, and give me 3.
Perfect.
That's a wrap. Mo, what do you think of these trains coming by in the sensory area?
You got to.
Somebody didn't get the memo.
No, you got to work harder. They tell them. They have to work. They have to work harder.
Remember when Dudley Do Right used to battle that other guy, Dick Dashley? I don't remember his name, and he used to tie Penelope Pit Stop, or the other one, across the train up in Canada. You don't remember that?
No.
Put a picture on Danny.
No,
Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza. Look at
yes,
do the face.
100%.
Do the face. Do the Aubrey face.
Yeah, there it is. Yes.
There it is.
Yep.
I feel like I get nervous sometimes when she does that face.
100%.
Everybody knows Danny, superstar, singer, sensation. Where are you singing now lately? Let's talk about that a little bit. Where are you? We'll give you a little plug.
So I recently joined a band called Midlife Crisis.
Midlife Crisis. Yeah, because I relate to you being in a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I'm in a midlife crisis right now. Yeah. So I recently joined thanks to doing karaoke at Stone Tavern. The owner, Steve, he hooked me up with them.
Steve, good guy.
Yeah.
Very generous with our charities.
I did a little audition with them, and they were like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. So ever since then, it's been since, let's say, July when I first started.
Right.
And I just had my other gig last night at Sunset Pub in Lincoln Park, New Jersey. So
by yourself or with them?
With them. But it was my
Still
first.
in school?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, because I don't want to hear that nonsense.
Yeah,
right.
Obviously.
Met the boyfriends.
Yeah. Boyfriends.
I met the boyfriend, I said.
Yes.
Yeah, 50-50 on that kid. We'll decide. We'll let him know. He held up under questioning that day. Yeah. Well, I interviewed him, but I didn't go too hard on him.
Okay.
Yeah, he went pretty light.
Yeah.
Should have went hard. He went pretty light though.
I give him like a C+.
We'll bring him here. We'll see.
But he got basically the test I gave him was like a multiple choicey.
You didn't really go.
We went light on him.
No, I didn't give him any essays. I didn't give him any essays. So say the band again.
Midlife Crisis.
Do they have a website? Do they have social media?
We have social media. We have Instagram and Facebook.
You're a great singer, but you have to work on your promotional side of your stuff now.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Nice. Wow.
All right.
All right.
You can follow our Instagram, Midlife Crisis New Jersey.
Right.
And then Facebook, Midlife Crisis Band New Jersey.
Right. She reminds me of Emmy in some ways.
How so?
Her mannerisms a little bit, or like when I'm talking to your daughter Emmy about like I've messaged you like his daughter is high school senior, and I'm like, oh, I sent you a message about the spotted tortoise that we gave to you, and that I almost killed twice, and that is now living its best life, eating organic strawberries and lettuce.
It got its own senior picture headshot.
I wish you had that picture. Awesome. But anyway, she reminds me a little bit of her, like when she gives me those like deadpan looks, like when I go, you didn't like think to maybe return any of my messages, and she goes, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. And this is a girl who I sent to Harry Styles in the
you did
peak of Harry Styles.
You did.
This is a girl I used to call up on the phone, and she'd answer, and I would just go, "The bullets," and then hang up the phone. I mean, just weird things. We had a thing, and now she's in high school, teenage, a senior, and now I can't even get.
And Harry Styles,
I don't have the riz I thought I had.
It's Louis Tomlinson now.
Oh yeah, Louis Tomlinson. He's a big thing now. Right?
Yeah, the Harry Styles thing. Once he started developing like 17 nipples, kid show. But that's it went out. Yeah, no, he's got a thing.
You got to remember that people aren't going to get a lot of these things that we.
What is there? What is there to get? Harry Styles has like 7 nipples. That's not a hard thing to get. Like, he does.
Harry Styles, does he really have 7 nipples?
No.
Oh,
Yes,
I didn't think so.
Yes.
Dawn,
look it up.
Dawn,
look it up right now.
While Dawn's looking up this Harry Styles 7 nipple.
I promise you, it's at least 3. I promise you.
No. 3 is not that abnormal. There are people with 3 nipples. You said at least 7. I'm gonna bet you $100 that he doesn't have 7 nipples.
Well, maybe it's not 7.
He was shirtless on stage.
It says he confirms he really does have 4.
4. All right. So all right. So
it's not 7.
We split the difference.
Yeah, so you were still wrong.
So 50-50.
Yeah, so
all right.
He was wrong. Right.
Anyway,
calm down, Aubrey Plaza.
Say the name of the band one more time. Wednesday. Say the name of the band one more time.
Midlife Crisis.
Midlife Crisis Band, New Jersey, on Facebook.
We put the Facebook up on the comment.
And that's where you go if you want to book the bands.
Yeah.
Would you guys rock out? Because you played here at our Red, White, and Booze.
Mm-hmm.
We had a party out in our parking lot, which is pretty fucking.
Whoa!
Pretty, come on, you got to be faster on the when you're talking about
what?
Hey Mo, when you're talking about rock and roll, sometimes a bad word might slip out.
R.I.P.
Apologies to any kids
R.I.P. Ace
at
Frehley.
home watching. All right, so now on a serious note,
Yes.
why you guys are here? So last week, I saw on one of the Phillipsburg pages somebody put up a GoFundMe for Zaylee Nieves, right?
Yes.
And I read the
verbiage.
I read the story behind it, and I sat quietly in my chair for like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's getting a little bit of emotional. And I think when I donated, I was like only the second or third. It had just come out.
Yeah.
I think Jess had put it up.
Yes.
So then I made a small donation, and then I started following a little bit, and I saw the numbers were starting to go up, and I said, oh, it would be a good idea to spotlight, because even though the town, there's a lot of bickering in this town sometimes with Facebook, on both sides of the people arguing stuff. When it's time to come together as a town, that's why I say this town reminds me of where I grew up in Union City. It was like that there too. The town route. I'm not saying other towns don't do it. Mm-hmm. This town is good at it. This town, and for a lot of people that don't have much, they will give you their last pennies in their pocket to help another person. And if it's not money, it's time. This town is the volunteerism in this town, and the people that give their time is way more on the scale higher here than I've witnessed anyway in a lot of other places. So that's the actual GoFundMe picture. How old is Ailey?
15.
15. And then I'm going to let you tell the story. I'll help if you get hung up a little bit. I know she's very close to your family. You guys are all close to her. But I felt like I could tell the story, but not really tell it like you can. So tell us about Zaylee. Give us an update on what's going on, which is good news, positive news, right? So tell us about that, what's going on there.
Well, thanks for having us and spotlighting this first. October 2nd, a day I'll not forget because Zaylee was rushed to Warren and then medevaced to CHOP in Philly.
Right.
She ended up having a brain bleed and needed emergency surgery. Zaylee's always been a fighter.
Right.
Always been a fighter. I've known her since she was still in, she was a baby, put it that way.
You know her from cheer? Do you know her from cheer?
Yeah, she actually cheered for me. She cheered for the high school. She's a coach for me.
Right.
The family has always come just out, and they get hit hard, but they fight. And now we need to be her fighters. We need to be her warriors to do it. She was in a comatose state and heavily sedated. However,
do we know what was it called?
It's AVM. It's a rupture of the blood vessels, like aneurysm.
Right.
So it's AVM Awareness Month too, which so odd that is happening right now.
Yeah.
But
we have our bracelets on.
Yep. We do have our heart bracelets that we actually are selling for her too. They'll be out tomorrow at the PHS cheer challenge, which is a sorry.
So at the Phillipsburg High School Cheer Challenge tomorrow.
Yep, we are going to have
where?
it as at Phillipsburg High School.
Okay.
It is a competition. It's the first competition of our season. Steel Hill Bulldogs, Low Pat, Pohat, us, and many others.
So this is the younger cheerleaders.
Everybody, high school too.
Oh, all the way up too.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a they've generously allowed us to do it, to have a donation bin there as well as sell the bracelets for it, because Daly was one of them too.
Right.
And I will have to totally thank all the teachers. They had a Gene Day yesterday in the Phillipsburg School District.
Oh, so the kids pay a couple of dollars.
The teachers did. Teachers played. I want to say $5. I'm not 100% sure.
For
of
the teachers
price.
to wear jeans.
To wear jeans,
Okay, that's
and
cool.
all the schools actually did it. And I don't have the numbers yet, but thank you, Dr. Schroxel, because yes, he helped coordinate all that.
Great guy.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
yes.
And he coordinated all that, and I'll know more. But the whole town, like you said, has come together for this. Not even just the town, the districts, the people. I have to thank many people that have reached out. The shop down the street that you were talking about, the empanada shop, they're offering to do a donation for us. We actually just found out right before I got here that we are going to do a spaghetti benefit dinner in town. The Masonic Lodge is actually helping us out with that. More to come. I'll send you that info.
Yeah, we will
pass it out.
We will put up the links for what we don't have today. We will put up, and right before we let you leave, we'll go over one more time where you can donate. We'll talk about the GoFundMe, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's just, it's overwhelming for me that all these people came out. We knew about this on October 2nd. Stop crying.
I'm not crying yet.
And it was very, we didn't tell anybody. Obviously, Zuli, one of my best friends, who's Zali's mom, and
Zuli and Zali.
Yep. And Zuli actually works for the library. She's also and she works at St. Phil and St. James recently as a teacher there. And everybody
Is she a librarian?
She is a librarian there.
Cool.
Yes. She does a lot of children events there and stuff like that. She's very community oriented.
Right.
I've never seen her any of that in that family. Like if there's help, they're there helping out, even though they've faced really big hardships in their lives.
Right.
And this one is just hitting a little harder, I think, on all of us, because Ailey is the youngest.
Yeah.
And she's one of us. She's like my kid.
Right.
I mean, I love my daughter, but this is like my other daughters, right? These are my other daughters and my son, and that's how I feel.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm so happy the community is there.
Yeah.
Her flag cheerleader, she's like I said, junior coach for us. Her flag cheerleaders have been asking so much for her. So we're going to go out there. We're going to hit the mat tomorrow. And we're going to do the best we can for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They are missing her. So yeah.
Listen, I know this is tough. When I messaged you and I asked you to do this, you said, I don't know if I can. You said I might cry. And I'm like, well, come on and cry, because I'm going to wear sunglasses and I am tearing up a little bit too. It's always the hardest when it's the, the innocents, the elderly, but more so, because the elderly live their life, but still it's the innocents, the kids. It's always toughest, when it's the kids, but some good news, right?
Yes.
Update us.
So this morning, and I'm going to read it from her, but everybody knows
Zuli,
what a squishy is. Yeah. Like a squishy, those little like stuffed animals, kids love them.
Oh, you squeeze them like that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good. Well, she brought one in for her yesterday, and a pink one. Hence her favorite colors are pink and purple.
Right.
And she said, her eyes are opening. She's opening a little bit more. She's taking some breaths on her own. She's still.
Is she off the machine?
No,
but she is able to take breaths.
She took
on her
a
own,
breath
which is
on
a
her
huge
own.
thing.
Yes, huge. And they're hoping to take the breathing tube out.
Okay.
But this morning, she told me they gave her the stuffy. They handed it to her, and she said, "Squeeze it." And she squeezed it. She said she squeezed it so hard, and that is.
So she's responding to verbal commands and has physical use of her hands.
As of right now,
Another
yes,
great
and that is
sign.
hot off the presses. It will be updated. Mom is going to update it, but I am just. I'm hopeful the breathing tube's going to come out. Everything's going to be great.
Right.
We don't know what's going to happen day by day.
Sure.
We don't know what the long term is going to look like.
Right.
She's going to be in the hospital for a while.
Right.
The GoFundMe is I believe at 9,500 when I first talked to you earlier today.
Right.
And it's been.
And their goal was 12.
Goal is 12.
And that's not enough.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that when people don't. Some people do understand it. Maybe have been through it. Some people don't understand it, and some people, when you have somebody that's in the hospital long term, even if it's local, you still have to travel to and from, right? So there's gas. And then if it's free parking, great. If not, you got to pay for parking. And then while you're there, you got to eat, right? And then when you come home, you got to cook and eat too. And I know they have a food.
We have a meal train.
Who's
for
running
them.
that?
So Jess and I are running the meal train
Okay.
along with the GoFundMe. Actually, I have to be honest, as far as food, the town and businesses and friends have been amazing for
Right.
it.
You know any names of any of the businesses?
Actually,
I'd love to just say if you know any of them.
Well, Friends of the Library actually donated something today to us, some gift cards and stuff through there.
What's it called?
Friends of the Library.
Okay.
They're a little group that
Okay.
meets there. They actually donated. They came to my house this morning and donated.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I
Okay,
there were
that's
some
fine.
different ones, but a lot of our community has come out. I know Litza called me the other night and she was thankful because she got this big box of food and it was a wonderful like meatloaf style dinner. And Litza is the sister of Zaley.
I love
and
meatloaf.
and she made, I mean, let me tell you, the community really came in and did it. So there's so much food. So thank you for everybody. Like
Right.
there's enough. And they've actually been bringing food to Zuli at the hospital as well.
Right.
Zuli has not left the hospital at
Right.
all. So she's still in Philly by her side. She's not going to leave.
So
I know
she's
her.
at CHOP.
She's at CHOP staying with
So
her.
think about the travel down back and forth, the easy pass, the gas, the
Yeah.
parking, the food while you're down there.
Correct.
You know, when they hit 12, that we're gonna, I know it's going to go past. I know it'll go past 12, and I know it's going to go north of 12. I know it will.
Yeah, Zuli's this full provider for
That
the
will.
family. So
That will.
it'll help.
It'll help, but it's, you know, that's kind of stuff that you don't really think about. You're thinking about the illness part of it, which obviously that's going to consume most of the family's thoughts. But there's so much peripheral. There's so many other things attached to it that are taken away from that you don't have time to do. And coming home after being in Philly all day and having that food there is great.
It's
So-
crazy. It's crazy, dude. I'm getting
And
like
you
I'm
know-
getting
I know
flashbacks.
what you're
I'm getting
you're thinking in there
flashbacks.
about
Yeah,
your daughter and all the stuff and the trials and tribulations that she went through. Not the forgotten one.
not the forgotten one.
Right.
Yeah,
I
no.
call Josh's daughter Reese the forgotten one because Emmy been through so much, but they're not. She's not. They're both great kids and testament to him and Stacy. More probably Stacy than him because he's
100% more.
But,
Listen,
yeah.
I'll say it.
agree.
I'll say
Yeah.
no. I'll say it all
You
the
know,
time.
I mean,
Stacy absolutely saved Emerson's life. There's not a question. See, she was down. I mean, Emerson was in the NICU for the first 7 months of her life. She was at the Ronald McDonald House around a corner from CHOP.
miracles happen. Never discount the
CHOP's a great. CHOP is. That's the
can't
place
say-
to be.
right?
Yes. That is
And
the place.
also, like kids, you know, we don't give them enough credit for their. You see them, the warrior. Like sometimes I look at kids and what they go through and what's going on with them, and I'm like, I would fold like. I mean, I don't think I would.
They're resilient.
I would fold like a deck of cards if that was me.
That's Miami. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not. They're just, you know, so positive thoughts, right? Prayers, whatever God is that you pray to, or whatever you believe in a higher power, you know, say a prayer for Zaley and the family. And please, Phillipsburg, continue to. One of the most important things with a GoFundMe is sharing.
Yep, share.
Right? Share it. And if you're a friend of the family or you have any knowledge of what's going on or a little story to tell, when you share that, tell that little story. You have a picture with Zaley when she was cheerleading or doing something, put the picture up.
Yep.
Let people see, you know, because it's important for them to understand, you know, what's going on for this family and what's going on for her.
Dawn, can we find the link
when
to the
she
actual
comes-
GoFundMe?
And just think about
Right
this.
now.
When she comes out of this, when she comes out of the
Yes.
other side of this and she's back to normal, right? And imagine how great she's going to feel
Oh yeah.
when she sees all of this stuff. And this is stuff that kids take into them
Yes.
when they become young adults. And this is what molds them and makes them be better at charity and giving back and stuff like that. Because I think anybody that you see that you do so much in town, right? There's a lot of us that do things. It comes from somewhere. For me, it comes from when I grew up and didn't have much. I had a good family around me and community that helped. And I always swore if I was ever in a position to give back, I would. And that's one of the reasons why I do, you know, what I do. One of a few, but this is important stuff. So if you can help this family in any way, please do. We're going to put the link up for the GoFundMe.
It's already up. It's in the comments and it's on the screen.
And Phillipsburg, if you're watching inside of what's going on in Phillipsburg or what's really going on in Phillipsburg, I don't know if there's any other pages, but those two account for, like I said, 20,000 some odd people. Think about this. If 5%, right, of the people that in the group's total would donate, that's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Right? Am I to do that math right? 10%.
You're asking me. I scored 890 on my SATs.
10% would be 2,000.
Yeah.
5% would be 1,000. If only 2.5%, that would be 500 people. And if 500 people each donated $10
Or shared
it,
Yep.
that's 5,000 more.
Yeah.
They're over their limit. They're over their estimate, of $12,000.
Yeah.
So please, if you could, donate if you can. If you can't donate, understandable, share.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost anything to share.
And some people don't like GoFundMe, and I get it. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or reach out to Mike, and he'll get you in touch with me. I mean, we have no problem meeting up with you guys to collect anything. Everything is going right to Nieves family.
Right. We'll take it in U.S. currency only, right? Though we don't want like pesos or like Russian dollars or.
Unfortunately, I would prefer.
Right, check, money order.
Yeah,
cash is okay.
Gift cards. I mean,
gift cards, right.
Wawa gift cards. I mean, that's going to give you gas, going to give you everything.
And that food thing, not to go backwards, that food thing is huge.
Yeah,
we had the same thing, and Mike hit it
I
on
want
the
to
head.
start one just for me, just because I'm always hungry. But nobody wants to do one. For me.
Mike
I don't
hit
know why, but
Mike hit it on the head. It's so you underestimate how it's a blessing. It really is. It's something that they just take off your list of things to do.
Yeah.
You come home and we had the same thing. There was always a cooler outside the front of our house, and it was Stacy's teacher friends, and and they formed the rotation,
right?
And they would just come, and we would show back up at the house, and there was food in the cooler, and you never knew. She might have known who it was coming from, but it wasn't like, hey, this is from so-and-so.
Right.
The food was just there.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not a preachy guy, right? I'm sorry to cut you off, buddy. I'm not a preachy guy. I'm not, I believe what I believe, but I feel that the more positive energy, right? I'm not saying it's a cure-all for everything, but people when they're sick, if they keep a positive attitude, if the family around them keeps a positive attitude, if the town around the family keeps a positive attitude, and everybody has good, and that's not to say there's not going to be some ups and downs, but positive, good energy, I feel makes a difference in how some outcomes are better than they could have been. Because when you're positive about it, chemically, I mean, this is science, it changes the way your body reacts to stuff too. So it's important that she's hearing her family's voice.
Yes.
Yeah, the kids feed off that 100%.
Her mom's talking to her and telling her.
Always.
Like, you're not going to believe what's going on, right? This is what's going on. I got goosebumps again.
We told her, she told her today that, we're going to be on. Zuli, I don't know if she's watching, but she may be.
Right.
We're all with them. Like when I say we're warriors for her, we're warriors. I mean, we're hitting the ground running. The town is. Everybody is just really doing a great job.
Right. So we have the GoFundMe, which we put the link up to.
Yeah.
Tell me again one more time. Tomorrow there's a cheer thing.
There's a cheer competition at Phillipsburg High School.
And you can buy these bracelets, which are how much?
$2 a piece.
Okay, so the bracelets are $2, and wouldn't it be great if the whole town had these purple bracelets? Wearing these purple bracelets.
Hey, I have 300 right now that we have.
If someone wanted to donate to you directly, they had asked, is there a way they can donate to you directly?
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Jen.
Other
I see her.
Yeah.
You guys can drop it right off to my house. That's fine. Or you can message me.
Do you have a Zelle or a PayPal?
I do. Yeah. So
listen. Here's what I'm going to say. I will say this. Like, donate it right. They donate to your Zelle. They donate to their PayPal. There's zero doubt about where that money's going. You know what I mean? You'd only have to worry about tax purposes down the road, and you deal with that down the road. That's a good problem to have for her.
It is. I mean, I'd rather her get anything and everything.
Can we say your Zelle and your PayPal? It's your private.
Well, Zelle is probably her phone number.
Yeah, my Zelle is my cell phone number.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. So we'll do this then. Our BBO, Bros Before the Zelle, is my personal phone number. Fuck it.
Stop, kid show, bro.
917-975-5815. Call me, tell me whatever you want to tell me. I don't care. Don't call me after 10 o'clock. I'm sleeping by then. But call me if you want. 917-975.
Doesn't matter. He's not going to answer anyway, so don't worry about it.
917-975-5815.
So I'm not the only one that gets that then, right? Like,
no.
Can I please?
It's amazing, but when he needs something 5x5. His communication. He can reach Mars with his reception.
I live in the mountains in Phillipsburg, like Jack Bunyan.
Well, the funny thing is, I can call him and he won't answer, but he'll text me or he'll message me.
Yes,
I get back to you always right away.
You do get back to me, but if I call you,
he
you
hates.
I'm not a big phone guy.
He hates phone calls. He hates phone
phone
calls.
guy.
Yeah.
917-975-5815 is Brothers Before Others, a not-for-profit 501c3 tax deductible donation. Please put in the notes Zaley, right? Z-A-L-E-Y. We also have PayPal. That is donate@brothersbeforeothers.org is the email you use. Please put Zaley, Z-A-L-E-Y, in the notes. And we also have, what's the other one? Venmo. Venmo is BBO 2014. BBO 2014. Please put Zaley in the notes. And we'll let that run. We'll go for like a week.
Thank
and
you.
then whatever we have after the week, I'll just cut you a check for that amount. And we will also, if you make a donation, we will screenshot them and we will, or you'll get a receipt back. You'll get a receipt back from us. And if you need a letter for your donation, if it's somebody that's stepping up big time and wants to donate $1,000 or $2,000, just wishful thinking.
Hey, I got you.
We'll give you a letter. We'll write the letter from you from our not-for-profit to, and like unlike other places.
Make it tax deductible. Yep.
It's tax deductible. We don't take, we're not organization like that. Like
thank you.
GoFundMe that takes money out of it. We'll just 100%. Just put Zaley in the notes. I don't want it to get confused with any other donations that come in because all three of those apps that we use, we have other stuff going on. We have Winter Wonderland. We have our some other things coming up. We have the paint the senior center.
Oh yeah,
and just a few other things. So I don't want the money to get confused.
No,
so please put Zaley Zaley in the notes. All right.
Thank you.
Anything else before we go?
No, just continue praying, continue being positive. That is the biggest thing, and we can't wait to have her home again.
Right.
And I will keep updating. I'll share it. And please share. Just share as much as you can. Even if you can't donate, that's okay. Just share. And whatever you believe in, let's just push it up there.
Great.
I'm
Awesome.
hoping her dad's looking down.
All right,
at them.
Phillipsburg, let's go. Rally and unite like we know only Phillipsburg can. Stay in your seats.
Okay.
We only have 2 more things to do.
Okay.
Right? We have the community events where Mo will slowly bring up. And now listen, people of Phillipsburg, if you have events that you want us to, and no offense, not Alpha, not LePacon,
I get it.
not Lopat, not Washington, not Easton. This is a for Phillipsburg, by Phillipsburg. There might be an exception if there's a partnership between Phillipsburg and Alpha, which sometimes there is. Or, maybe Phillipsburg and Lopakon, where our buddy Bill Wright is mayor, like maybe something like that, if there's a joint effort. But other than that, this is for Phillipsburg, by Phillipsburg. So, Mo, and then I found these. I looked for these. These weren't sent in. So I found a few. People send us in to my Facebook or BPN's Facebook or wherever you're watching this. You send us in on our next show, which I believe is November.
I'm not sure.
Here we go again. Testing your Rolodex. I don't know.
It's
I love when you do
second
this.
Saturday in November.
Yeah, that's November 8th.
Is it November 8th?
Yep.
Booyah.
My mom's birthday.
Right. Okay. So that'll be our second show, and we will air things that are going on, in November from November 8th forward. It's going to be probably short. It's going to be community kitchens and stuff for Thanksgiving, and people want to start raising funds for Christmas and stuff like that. So send us in them, and we'll put them up on here. And if we know about them or have any information on them, we'll talk about it. We'll talk them up a little bit too. So Mo, if you could just throw those up.
Which one do you want to start with?
Oh, you throw one up and I'll look at it, and if I could read it with my bad eyesight.
First one.
Oh, Fall Festival by the Phillipsburg Police Department. What date is that?
October 25th.
And what's going on at that, Dawn?
I can't read it with the light
It's
on.
on Riverside Way. It's on Riverside
Scarecrow
Way
making
at
mummy.
the Phillipsburg Farmers Market. But you can see it better. Read a little bit.
No,
There's
Donut eating contest.
Of course there is.
Costume
a donut
contest
eating contest?
and mini parade.
Chief Goodell, listen to me right now, Chief Goodell. I am laying the gauntlet down right now. I am challenging Chief Goodell. I did not know there was a donut eating contest. To a donut eating contest.
Not if I do it first.
You want a donut too?
I'll do it.
We're not going to be here.
Dang it.
She
Never
knew that.
mind.
That's
I
why she
love
wants
me
to be
some
in it.
donuts. Never mind.
Chief Goodell donut eating contest, and we can't get donuts from the Love of Cupcakes, but I do have a few spots where we can get donuts. I'm not sure where in Phillipsburg we can get them. We'll talk about that. In donuts, I don't know. I'm not doing Dunkin' Donuts. We got to get them from
No, Dunkin' Donuts. What are we, animals?
No.
Although they have been very nice to us when we do our REITs across America and we get in a bus and we drive down to Washington D.C. They sponsored. They gave
The
us
one on
coffee.
the one over here.
The one on 22.
Right. Which side
on the right
though?
side. I'm coming 22
Towards the
west,
headquarters.
Towards headquarters. From 22 down this way. From
One of the
78.
nicest Dunkin' Donuts
Yes.
on the planet.
Yes.
Nicest
Yes.
people over there.
So
100%.
let's not knock them too hard, bro.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like the time we were in. We were in Detroit getting
Don't-
interviewed by the press.
Don't stop with the story. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So what was I talking about?
I don't know.
All right. So Goodell, I know you're watching. If you're not watching, all right. Now we're on to spaghetti dinner fundraiser. Is that a spaghetti contest too?
No, that's a fundraiser for Brett Marine.
Oh, that's for Brett. When is that?
Saturday as well.
Oh, that place is going to be the same day.
It's Alpha Firehouse.
Oh, that thing's going to be jammed.
From 3 to 7.
Jam
Yeah.
packed. All right, good. So that's
You could also donate though if you cannot attend.
okay. How do you do that?
The 2 QR codes up there.
So if you're
Use
watching
Venmo.
us right now on Facebook, boom, get out your camera and click on that
Or
Venmo,
screenshot
or
it.
screenshot it, and then you can look it up.
Yeah.
That's what all the kids do these days, the screenshots and whatnot.
Is that what the kids do?
Yeah, that's what the kids do. The ones that have.
I thought you had that Riz.
Zip. No, I said zip. It's Riz.
Oh,
Okay.
please stop.
All right, what's
Right?
the
Yeah.
next-
No.
Just
It really.
stop
It was.
right
It was
now.
horrible.
I got that zip.
Oh.
What's the
jeez.
zip? It sounds like a disease.
All right. So
I
yeah,
got that zip
the
drip.
Oh,
the
okay.
QR
All right.
codes are up there. Yes.
All
please.
right. What else? What's the
All right,
next
here
one?
we go.
All right.
Oh.
Decorating contest.
Halloween.
Can I make an
Decorating
announcement? Can I
contest.
make an announcement?
I don't
Mo?
know. Can you?
No,
I don't
Can I
know.
make an announcement?
Wait, we
I was-
should drum roll this for you.
Do me. I pay all the money. Can you give me a
Come
drum
on.
roll?
We
Or I
have
gotta
drum
do it?
roll. Yes.
That was more like a Tito Puente, like a bongo.
I thought
What do
But,
you?
all right. I'm on the 12-foot tall skeleton crawl this year. But I also do this every year. I have like 9 or 10 12-foot biggies at my house.
Yes.
And I have graveyards. I have all sorts of themes going on. It's really cool. So I'm judging. I'm being one
Yeah,
of
you're
the
gonna be
judges.
with me.
More about
Yeah.
me, less about you.
Well, no,
More
because
about
it relates
more
to-
about.
I'll be there too.
Yeah.
It relates to the decorating contest and the P-Berg pot. It all comes together. I'm
Yes.
going to be I'm going to be.
I'm going to be judging with you too. So
You're judging too?
Yes, yes.
absolutely.
There go. I felt
And
special for like
Vicky.
5
And me.
seconds. Thank
Wow.
you.
Yeah.
We'll be special
So
together.
this
Wow,
Is, this
sorry.
is actually something that the town does with Branching Out Foundation that you just talked about with Vicky. So
I know, but I'm saying I felt special
You
when I was going to
are.
be a judge, and now she's judging too.
you
Wow.
are special.
So now,
All right, give me another one. Big deal. How about this one?
His head going
What's
Go
this
for
one?
Easton Halloween Parade.
So now this is one of those ones
Mhm.
where even though it's Easton as well, it's a collaboration, a coming together of the two towns. So we will promote this one. What day is that?
Sunday at 3:00.
October 26th.
Yes.
26th.
A week from today.
Sunday, October 26th, starting in Phillipsburg at 3:00. What's the start location?
It's usually
Abbott Street, isn't it?
we come up Stockton and we start Abbott and McKean and then
Right.
come right through.
And then go into
They
Easton.
walk over the Free Bridge and go through.
They got something going on over there today, a zombie crawl.
Oh really?
Yeah. They had
the hell's a zombie crawl?
like you get dressed as
It's
a
like a
zombie
beer
and you go
crawl.
from
Why
bar
are we
to
not
bar.
there? Why are you not there with your BPN mic and your fake
I had
press
shows to do
passes?
today. If I would have been anywhere, it would have been at the No Kings
We
demonstration.
can go right now.
Trust
Zombie
me, I was
crawl.
going to go to the No Kings demonstration in a Burger King costume with my microphone and do interviews, but we had to do this show today, so for another time.
Next,
Wow.
here we
All
go.
right, what do we got there?
Haunt and flaunt.
Oh, I think this might be something that Alex might be involved with. Where is that located at?
Um,
Can you read-
Saturday, November 1st.
Oh, this is the one right after
After
Halloween.
Phillipsburg Saver and Shop Passport.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he was talking about earlier today.
Yeah, he's involved in that in some way. Alex, our first ever
Good plug, Mike. There you go.
awardee of the Phillipsburg Finest. Any others?
Yeah, you got.
Oh, there's
dude.
more?
Oh, yeah.
I try to. Okay.
Pumpkin
Stone
Carnival.
Tavern. They're just
Stone Tavern. Here we go.
This is my
Yes.
favorite place.
Stone Tavern, who's been at many meetings. I like to take my potential donors to the Stone Tavern. I like the atmosphere there. I love their what's that salad?
You
that
get the steakhouse out?
No, I get the Stone Tavern salad, but I swap
you
out
add
the
steak.
chicken
Yeah,
with
steak.
steak, and I go
yeah.
and I double the steak.
I've done that. I've done
and
that.
it's
It's good.
delicious. And then we have that nice pan, that pizza thing with the ranch and the bacon on it.
All right, pay attention to what's going
Chicken
on.
bacon ranch pizza.
Focus.
Mo, I'm giving a guy a little shout out.
You're making me
Steve.
hungry.
He's a
Well,
good
I know,
dude.
but you got to focus.
All right, so there's a pumpkin carving contest at Stone Tavern. Next,
Wait,
I'm only kidding.
October 26th.
Thank you.
Sunday.
There you go.
Sunday, October
26th, carving time 1 to 4 p.m. Ages 4 to
4
12.
to 12.
Come on.
What
bro.
time is the parade?
Parade's at 3.
And this is 1 to 4.
Yeah. So,
Before, yeah.
well, you can go there before
Right.
and do it right, and then have lunch, and then come down to the parade. And
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
We throw candy at the
If
parade.
anybody
so
needs a
yeah.
publicist, we have someone here. It would be great for you.
There you go.
All right, what else
Perfect.
we
Next,
got?
there. Oh, trick or treat.
Oh, so in the
October
town,
31st.
perfect that this was the last one because it leads into the segue of our last thing before we go off the air. Trick or treat this year is on a Friday, which Halloween is my favorite
Friday the
holiday.
13th.
Me too.
It's the 31st.
I know. Flip it around. It's 13.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Stick
right?
to singing and stay in school, kid.
Oh, shit.
All right, so trick or treat Friday, October 31st, 5 to 8 in the town of Phillipsburg, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right now, if you're going to go out trick or treating, there's some rules or some guidelines or some things you should follow.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayor Piazza was nice enough to record the mayor's message for us. This episode is about Halloween, and if you're a Halloween-y, which is collecting the candy,
Yep.
or the Halloween-er, who's giving out the candy. I just made those words up.
I like
You
it.
really did.
I did.
I like it.
That was like
Anyway.
that was like some Don King shit. I stopped. Ooh,
Oh.
Please do not curse on the air. All right,
kid show.
This
Can
is
you
not
play-
uncensored.
So
Can you play Mayor Randy Piazza Jr.'s message to the town of Phillipsburg
I
regarding
can.
trick or treating?
After my cursing, got it.
Sorry.
Hello, Mayor Randy Piazza here with a few general safety and planning tips for kids and parents for Halloween. Before you go out trick-or-treating, plan your route in a familiar area. Stick to local streets you know and avoid shortcuts through alleys or unlit areas. Set a time limit and a meeting spot. Make sure everyone knows when to come home and where to group if someone gets separated. Dress smart and visible. Use reflective tape or glow sticks so drivers can see you. Wear costumes that don't drag or are too long to prevent trips. Consider face paint instead of masks. Masks can block your vision. Younger kids should always be accompanied. Older kids should stay together in groups. While you're out trick-or-treating, be cautious around driveways and streets. Watch for cars backing out or turning, especially in residential areas. Check treats before eating. Only eat sealed, unopened candy. Discard anything suspicious. Wait until you get home to enjoy your candy. Now, if you're handing out candy and decorating, use flameless lighting. Use battery-operated candles or LEDs to light up your pumpkins, not open flames. Keep your walkways clear and remove tripping hazards, such as hoses, decorations, or wires from your porches, steps, and lawns. Have your outside lights on to ensure your porch or yard is visible so trick-or-treaters can see steps and edges. And with that, I hope everyone has a safe and happy Halloween. Thank you.
Oh, we're definitely unionizing.
Not bad for a part-time
We're de-
mayor, huh?
We're definitely
Pretty good if you
unionizing,
find the
Dawn.
time to
Yeah.
do that for me. So thank you, Mayor Randy Piazza Jr. for doing that video, which is called The Mayor's Message. There might be others in the future. This one happened to be related to Halloween, and that's a great message for the kids and the people at home who are trick-or-treating. Yeah, so 5 to 8 on Halloween, Friday. It's always great when it's a Friday night because the kids can stay out later, stuff like all that jazz. All right, so listen, I think it was a great first show. Thank you, ladies, for coming in.
Of course.
Adjust your attitude, okay?
Whatever.
By the way.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I love her.
Adjust your attitude.
Such a
Whatever.
good kid. Such a good kid. You're not a kid. How old are you now?
19. Gonna be 20 soon.
When's your birthday?
January 8th.
Oh, so there'll be a shout out for your birthday on the P-Bird Pod.
Oh, there you go.
So, Dawn, do you have any plugs? Oh, wait a second. Did we do the pet thing?
No, we didn't do it pets of the month.
Oh, crap. We skipped right over. Where is
You
that on there?
skipped right over. It's
It
right
was
before
sorry.
me.
We also have a thing called Pets of the Month. Now, for this month, I didn't announce this on the Phillipsburg page just only like a week ago.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep it under wraps. I want to build some content and see if this was going to be able to happen. I think this is going to take off and be a huge success. If people in the future want to advertise with us, I mean, after all, we do have to pay. I got to keep the lights on here and then the electricity and the air conditioning. Because if you didn't know, my AC bill, my electric bill last month was $950 because Mo, when
Knock it off.
it's 50 degrees outside, he puts it to 45 in here. He likes a nice cold.
I like the Dave
studio.
Letterman studio.
Yeah, but I gotta pay the bills here. So,
it keeps the guests comfortable.
So listen, most of the stuff we're gonna do here, most of the stuff we're gonna do, my nipples are like.
No, it's actually a little warmer in here today. It's
So
actually 68.
we gotta pay we got bills to pay here, and we have very friendly businesses in town. If any of them want to advertise on this show, I will guarantee this: by the end of the week, this podcast will have over 2,000 views.
So Pets of the Month, here we go. There.
Right.
The P-Berg Pet of the Month.
No, I'm trying to pay the bills over here. Don't cut me off when I'm talking about finances, son.
I can't wait to enter this.
But anyway, no, there's nothing to enter here. If you send us your picture in,
And why you think your pet should be the pet?
we're not gonna. No, pets of the month.
Yeah, but
If
I'm saying
7
why-
people send in pictures of their pets, 7 people's pets are going up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to choose one animal over another.
But they should
love
put up
it.
like why they think it's the pet of the month.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
no,
put,
tell
like, a
us
quick
about your
explanation.
pet.
So you got to justify it.
You know,
No,
like-
tell us a little bit
should be
about
pet
your
of the
pet.
month because blah 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 blah.
Like
blah.
currently, I have
So
a family of possum pet. They're my pets
Oh.
now, living in my garage.
All right, so the Pet of the Month.
The pet of the month is Boo. He's one of my dogs, and it's pretty fitting. His name is actually Boo. And, spooky season.
And it relates to spooky season.
Absolutely, that's why I gave him a little bit of spooky.
But
I
don't you
love
have
it.
2 dogs?
I do have 2 dogs.
That's like Sophie's Choice. How did you choose
That really
one dog
is,
over
yeah.
the other?
You have a favorite.
That's
No,
like
I
Ricky
do
Gervais
not- I
said. If
actually
you
do
do a
not have a
sequel to
favorite.
Sophie's Choice, well, it's got to be the other one.
What's the other dog's name?
My other dog is Dixie.
She's a girl.
She's a girl.
I hope
Yeah,
she's
my
not
one
watching.
girl. No,
No.
She's gonna be upset.
No, she will
You're
not.
gonna go home. She's gonna piss on your bed.
No,
Dixie's
Al-
gonna go
already
home.
happening as we
Dixie-
speak.
Right now, Dixie just went up on your bed and peed
Already
on your bed.
happening.
No,
Or she tore apart a pillow and she dropped it over by Boo.
I know you
because
got
she
a better
wants
chance
Boo
of
to
him
get
tearing it
blamed
apart.
for what Dixie did.
Already
But no,
happening.
See, Boo got chosen. No, like it's spooky season for one, but for 2,
Right.
Dixie
No,
doesn't like
you're
as many
not. Don't
people.
talk to me. Talk to the camera. Explain to
Well, I
Dixie
mean,
because
you
I
know,
don't want
Boo's
you to
up
have
there.
trouble with Dixie when you.
Yeah,
go
no,
home.
you're definitely going to have
Boo's
trouble
up
with Dixie.
No, Dixie's a sweetheart. She loves me anyway. No, but Boo, first it's spooky season. His name is Boo.
So for Pet of
But
the Month
he's
for
also-
October, Boo.
Right. But
That's apropos.
he's also a little more personable with everybody. Like everybody in the neighborhood knows Boo.
Right.
He comes up to the fence, he says hi to everybody, DPW, they're like, oh, hey, buddy. Like everybody loves Boo.
Did I do it in that high pitched voice like that?
But Dixie's a little
Even the
bit more
kids
like,
that kind of like attack your fence and throw the balls at your fence and all that kind of stuff.
Boo will go over and say hi to him.
Oh, Boo's friendly.
Well,
like
Boo
that.
did hump one of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Well,
He's
so much
a
for the
little
kids
too
show.
friendly.
But,
So he's
okay.
very friendly.
All right.
I mean,
Right.
so, but and I joke because I say these neighborhood watch.
Through the
'Cause in that
fence?
picture, if you put it back up, Mo.
Clearly, he's not Irish.
No,
What-
if you put his picture back up, the
Sorry.
one there when he's looking out the window, he's literally looking through a crack in the blinds.
Is
That's
that
what he'll
another
do.
one like hands
He's like
up, don't
neighborhood
shoot?
watch.
What is that? One in the middle, Mo. See that one in the middle?
Yeah, what is
just
going
him-
on there?
That's just him being goofy. That's
okay.
that's Boo. Boo's very goofy. You know, he wears
Okay.
sunglasses the one day. You can't get Dixie to do that. I'll have
Right.
Dixie. Dixie will be
Right.
she'll be on Monday.
I can see why.
Jen's upset. She's low pat because now she can't get the Pet of the Month. See how you did, Mike?
Sorry.
Very divisive. Very
Sorry.
divisive.
Jen, you can
Listen,
you can
if
take a
somebody
picture of
wants,
my dog.
listen, Mo, you know what? Where does Jen live?
Low pat.
Now, listen, if there's somebody in Low Pat that would like to have a podcast, let me explain how the BPN works, the Blue Podcast
Oh,
Network.
here he goes.
We supply the space.
Yep.
We supply the booth. We supply the engineer. You supply.
All right, go easy. Don't we got to unionize?
Hold on.
I'm telling you right now.
This is getting crazy, isn't it?
You supply the content.
I hope you don't like your weekends.
Now,
Yeah.
if it's something for charity, we will do it for free. We'll give someone a show or a segment for free.
Wheel.
If it's
where's that?
something-
Where's Angry Dan? What
if it's-
What are we French again? Where's Angry?
If it's- I wonder what that button's for.
Sorry, go ahead.
If
I'm
it's,
sorry.
if it's something like for business related or somebody wants a podcast for a nominal fee, we will provide all of that. Because again, I gotta, my wife, I gotta pay the bills. I mean, I got this stuff costs money. Are you moving that when I move my mouth? Okay.
See, she
I
loves you too.
really love Mike the cop. He sows Zell. No, what's the word? Zip? No.
He has so much riz.
What's the word? Riz. He's got riz coming out his ears.
6'7".
6'7". Oh, what does that mean?
Here we go.
No, everybody says that. What does that mean?
Okay, so
Stacy, comment. You're gonna say it? Or go
okay, wait. So this is my idea of what I think it actually is. Like, you know how Gen Z is like 21, like that Vine 21 that came out, and then millennials are 69. 69. It's funny. 6'7" is Gen Alpha. I don't get it.
No, Stacy, because
Isn't it
Stacy
from-
brought
it's
this
from
up.
a song.
It's from a song, but I just don't get it.
And I'll find out, Mike. I'll find out. I can see your brain grinding to
say it.
Just say it
I
anyway.
put 6'7" in a sentence, but I got to know context first.
So it's from a song.
By who?
Some rapper.
Not Bad Bunny.
No.
No, not Bad Bunny. No.
So because if it was Bad
Why
Bunny,
did you say?
Dad, help me out.
Right. If it was Bad Bunny, it would be se siete. Se siete.
You have 4 months to learn. I'm sorry. Stop it.
Yo hablé
No,
un
stop
poquito.
it.
Yo hablé.
Stop it.
Yo hablé.
Stop it.
If you want to
Skrilla.
hear this
Skrilla.
show
There you
in
go.
Spanish, please hit the SAP button at the bottom right of your
Play it.
screen.
So
Yo hablé un poquito español.
So
She gave it to
the
you.
song is called Doot Doot in parentheses 6'7" by Skrilla.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
you guys
are
are
guys
doing
out?
that.
He's
Yes,
out there.
he is.
He's
He's out.
away. He's walking away.
Call him down.
Oh, dude, he looks like a real. He looks like somebody who moved here, like just moved here from Oregon.
He
And
needs
he's
to be on the
trying to be,
P-Bird
like,
pod.
He looks like he just moved here from Oregon, and he wants to do.
If anybody needs to be on the,
I'm gonna just say he moved here from Oregon. His name is Jedediah. He's got a rooftop garden. His favorite. No, we'll get dinged. They'll shut our podcast down.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
No, we can't do that. We can't play. We can't play.
Oh, you're
copyrighted-
right. You're
we can't
right.
play copyrighted music. That you know what that.
Boo!
You know what that just cost me? 17 cents.
17 cents.
I got
So
you.
good with you.
I'll give you
Yeah.
17 cents.
All right, we gotta go. It's been a great show. I don't want to end on this Russian song though. I can't do that. All right, great show. If you love this show, please leave us comments, even constructive criticism. I don't like your Facebook. Shut up. More of Dawn, less of you. Whatever you want. We want to have. We want this to be way more interactive. We want a lot more comments from
call in.
Yep.
Yeah,
Call
trying
in
to
stuff.
get people to call in today.
Yeah, but that's listen, and we'll take the calls. But listen,
100%.
we're gonna grow this podcast like the town of Phillipsburg is growing and moving forward. I really do believe that. Get out and vote November 4th for whoever you're gonna vote. If you are registered, go vote. This is a very important election.
Yes.
Governor, all 5 seats here in town are up for community council. I think Board of Ed, everybody's running uncontested, so nobody needs
We have
to.
3 seats, 3 people running. Yeah.
Right, so everybody wins on that, unless somebody does a write-in, a crazy
Hey, you
write-in.
never know.
What's that?
You never know. Maybe that'll happen.
Right. Don't write me in because I don't live in the town of Phillipsburg. But boy,
No, trust me, no one's writing you
I
in,
love
bro.
to be on. I love to be
You
on
know,
campus. Vote for whoever it is your candidates are for. It's important. Don't waste the votes. Go out and vote. Right.
I'm gonna put the link to the GoFundMe is up on
okay.
the screen again. We'll end it with the GoFundMe on the screen. I'll leave it on the screen for a little while. I'll let it run. Anybody,
Right.
please donate.
All right. And that's a wrap. That's the first ever P-Bird pod. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Woo!